All right, guys, how you doing? JP Sarikolia here. Welcome again to another live video. It's been some time since we did the last one, so there's been a couple of weeks, and I want to say thank you to everyone that has been always, you know, like supportive of this channel. Whether you're watching all the previous videos, or you're watching the main videos, of course, the live videos or the repetition, the recordings. Thank you for always being there to be supportive to this channel. It means a lot to me. I was on vacation, as I mentioned before, so took some time off with the family when to travel, visit other members of the family, travel also, visit places, going places. Took my nephew to visit different cities, things like that. So it was very interesting for him. It was good for us, fun. But now we're back home, and of course trying to pick up things. A lot of things happened within the last few weeks, and I want to cover as much as I can. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to cover everything. I'm going to try at least to put the highlights out, and we'll see. I don't want to be here stuck with 3 hours with you. Not because I don't like to be with you and spend time with you, but definitely it's Sunday. Tomorrow I got to get back to work, so I got to go to work, although I was already back to work this week. You know, we'll see what we can do today. So I want to welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. Please do not forget to leave a like, to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the video, about the stuff that we covered today. Also, you know, let me know, you know, what you think about my, you know, share your opinion with me. Let me know. Please don't forget to leave a like. If you're here for the first time, do not forget to subscribe. You know, I've been doing this for 11 plus years now. So it's a lot of times that I've been doing this, talking about collectibles and everything. And today's no exception. We're going to cover a lot of collectibles. So welcome, everyone. So we're going to try to be as concise as possible with something that I struggle with a lot. But I'm going to try to be concise and cover the things and, you know, try to go in detail with that and really see from different point of views. But, you know, try to make it as fast as possible. But cover the stuff and really cover the stuff, not just in passing, give information that everyone needs. But before we get into everything, I want to definitely dedicate this day. It's a dedication to the memory of Benny Potter, Comicstorian. I want to dedicate this video today. I did not know Benny personally. Of course, I've been following his channel for many years now. He was definitely a character, a person, you know, that was very important in the comic book readers. Definitely brought a lot of people into the comic book world, and just his recent passing while I was on vacation definitely was heartfelt. A lot of people brought their, you know, condolences there. A lot of people expressed their sadness about it, which is understandable. He was very young. He was, I think, only 40 something. I don't think he was probably a few years younger than I. He wasn't that old. But Benny, you know, I remember when I started following his channel, it was still a bit small back then. But, you know, still, it was a big channel in comparison to other channels. But I knew him. I met him really, or I started following him because, you know, he started doing stuff with Rob from Comics Explain. And Comics Explain I've been following for a long time too. And I always prefer Rob's work over you know, in this case, Benny's. I prefer his style, although I didn't really watch much of sometimes the videos, so didn't really like other people watch every video because I'm a comic book reader. So it's not like I needed the assistance, you know. But his style, the style that they started, where technically they were reading the comic, explaining the comic, giving like a story, you know, reading. It was fun, you know. The funny thing is that I thought about doing the same thing many years ago, because before these guys were doing it, and I thought, why it would be nice if somebody can do it. And I even thought about it and even try it at some point. Some of my videos, you can go back, old videos I did, but that was like a long time ago. You know, it's, you know, experimenting with things. But I think they took those ideas, not from me, of course. I'm not saying that they took it from me, but they have the same ideas. I think, you know, all, you know, geeks they can like in so many ways, and they explore those ideas, and they made it so beautiful, in my opinion. Like, they really created a concept that was great and still great. So definitely the passing of Benny is heartfelt. You know, he was always wire. I remember that some of the videos that I watched, he was always wire. He started, if I'm not mistaken, he started in a gaming channel, and then of course he started doing the comic stuff with Comicstorian. So yeah, it was a freak accident that happened. No, you know, things happen. Life is so short, and sometimes we have to make the best of what we have. And so sometimes things like this remind us that situations like this, that we have to take every opportunity to do what we love, because there's no guarantee of tomorrow. So my condolences go to his family. I know they're going to his wife, his family. Definitely, I'm sure that they're definitely struggling with this senseless loss. And I hope that, they can find comfort, through, first and foremost through through God, but also through them, with their families and their loved ones, that they can comfort them in this difficult time. So, my condolences to the family. I hope the best for them. He's going to be missed. I think he's going to be missed mostly by the family and friends, but I think the big community of comic book readers and people here on YouTube that really saw him, and they engaged with him in so many ways, because he was always open to engage with people. That's something that I always admire about him, about Benny, that he was always working with a lot of YouTubers, upcoming YouTubers. He was always there, available, and doing something with everyone. So, Benny, I hope you rest in peace, and, may God bless, you and your whole family. So that is what I want to dedicate this particular live stream today. I want to dedicate it to his memory, and thank him for what he did, and definitely supported this community, and continues to grow. But definitely he was a pillar of it here on YouTube. So yeah, that's what I want to do as a dedication. And now I want to move to the next thing, and respectfully, I'm going to move to the next thing. We're going to go to I want to talk about in the comics. We're going to talk about something that I did not get the opportunity to discuss early on. I thought about it, but it didn't really kind of cross my mind to do it, but I want to do it now. And again, I want to welcome everyone here. Don't forget to leave a like and to subscribe to the channel. So here I want to talk about the Kickstarter, something that normally we don't really do much here, but it's a couple of times. But I want to talk about the G.I. Joe Real American Hero, and for that I want to come to Kickstarter. On Skybound Kickstarter, Skybound. This Kickstarter, which it's coming to an end. Here right now, it's 2 days left, so that means that it's going to end, I think, tomorrow or on Tuesday will be the final day. He completed his mission. Look at he has totally funded. It was funded just in a matter of hours, really. And it's been such an experience, I guess. I will tell you this, honestly, here you look and see at the pledge. The pledge started, the goal was to do $50,000 just for this. It was a small pledge. It went above and beyond that. Look, it was over almost $3 million at this point. So this is like super successful. It's been successful. There is a total of almost 8,000 backers. There's only 67 hours to go. And to be honest with you, and I gotta be honest with you, I have not backed this yet. I'm still thinking about it. I haven't decided to do it yet. I have maybe I do it at the last minute, like I've done a lot of things in the past. I have my concerns, and I want to express those concerns here today. I think it's a fantastic idea. I would love for this actually to be sold directly in the market. I think there's market for it. But sometimes these pledges and the way they promote these things can really steer people to right away, because of FOMO, to really order stuff. So I think that's what is happening here. But yeah, you're looking at this, of course, it's already done. There was 21 stretch goals unlocked. There's still another goal at 3 million. It's in this case going to be a Larry Hama foil card included with all physical pledges. Unsigned book plates added to all companion ones, and a Larry Hama letter added to the G.I. Joe 21 reprint. So if they get to this point, this is the next tier, or the next pledge or the next thing they're gonna release for it. But I'm telling you, the books, I think they're great. One of the things that I wouldn't say against it, I love the design. I love the binding on the books. They come in this box where they're gonna be, I wouldn't say. I wish the design is fine. The design is fine. I think it's still gonna be a little challenging to put away in a bookshelf, but still, I like that it comes in his own box. There's 2 different versions. You got the G.I. Joe version and you got the Cobra version. This is one of the things that I wasn't necessarily a fan of, and one of the reasons has prevented me for it, because the reality is that there's different packages here, and I wish you all were the same. I love the art style of both. But I wish there were, besides that, there were something else just to separate them, you know, to separate one from the other. Let's see one thing. Let me check something here also. I'm trying to check something here. Okay, I was making sure that my microphone is working, because I was like, okay, I don't know if I'm... Oh yeah, yes. Okay, so the things that I have, again, what I was mentioning is there's two different packages. That's one thing that kind of like put me down in the sense, oh, okay, so you got to choose G.I. Joe. I like the G.I. Joe, but also the Cobra is good. So technically that prompts you to technically go for both. And the reality is that the only difference will be the binding and the box. But I think they're both great. I wish there was a way for there to combine, that they would have combined the art of all of them together to kind of mix and match with all of them, to have, you know, the Compedium 1, Compedium 2, having all like in different colors together. That would have been great in my opinion. Another thing is the format they're using. This is using the format, the size of this is the regular size of a comic book. So they're not going for the deluxe version. They're not doing the omnibus size. That's another thing that is a downer for me, because it's going to be very small books, over 1,000 pages, 1,200 pages each. The art, it's, of course, is this the great thing about this, of course, let's talk about the great things. You have the entirety of the whole collection produced by Marvel Comics, under Marvel Comics, of this classic comics by Larry Hama and other writers and a lot of these artists. So this is the whole combined. This is everything you need. And of course, the downer, and you know, they have talked about, of course, that the quality of the binding would be great, the pages would be great, so I'm okay with that. Here, for example, here kind of give you an idea of the compendiums and the differences of each one of them. The compendium one is going to include the G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero number 1 to 50, very classic, and I love the classic covers here. Of course, they removed the Marvel logo. Also, they got Compendium 2, you get the issue 51 to 78. Also, it's going to have yearbook 2 to 4. I don't know where the yearbook 1 went. Year Jewish Special Missions 1 to 15. So definitely, it's special missions particularly. They're bringing all this, and as far as I know, they did some updating. Not to everything, but particularly I think they did the yearbook and the special missions. They have to update the art on those because they haven't been published before. So that is a fantastic. Compendium 3 includes the issue of the main series from 79 to 115, and then you got special mission 16 to 28, and then in Compendium 4 you get the the final stretch number 116 to 155, and then you get the G.I. Joe the Transformers miniseries 1 to 4, G.I. Joe Order of Battle 1 to 4. And G.I. Joe Special number 1. So you get all of this, which is great. And it ends technically with everything that Marvel produces. After that, everything was done under IDW, which is another series that hopefully one day gets collected as well. Because I don't think it was fully completed by IDW to publish. I think they did in some way, but they're hard to combine nowadays. And of course, now everything is with Skybound. And Skybound is producing the third part of the series. Skybound technically is the same as Image Comics because it's Skybound Entertainment. Robert Kirkman is the owner of Skybound Entertainment, so it's an imprint within Image Comics. So here you have the box sets. As you can see, you have the 2 different box sets with the art of Andy Kubert, and it's colored by Brad Anderson. You get the blue box. I like the G.I. Joe. I like the art that they use in there for the sides, for the front of the sides, and it opens really nicely. Reminds me of the same one that I got, the Akira box set that that is a fantastic one as well. So this is the one, and definitely the one that I'm more inclined because I'm more of a G.I. Joe guy than a Cobra guy. I love the art, but when you look at the Cobra box set, I think the art is fantastic too. Here, this is in red, pretty cool. The art right there, Cobra Commander, really nice. And then, of course, the art of all the bad guys there too. This is my part. I wish they could have just given us like this art. At least it give us like art prints. It would have been great of all this art, because technically the only way that you can get the covers or this art is by only choosing one or the other on the box. And I think the art is so awesome that it should actually be, of course, if you put it in the bottom of the box, on the side of the box is going to be damaged anyway. So it would be nice to have it in a way where you can save it, because I don't think there is a card that comes with it. Looking at the cards, now this is the thing. This is another thing that separates one from the other. The Joe set gets, of course, Snake Eyes, which is fantastic. You get all these different cards that have been, you have Stalker, Scarlet Duke, Hawk, Cover Girl, and then of course you got the votes are in. You got Beachhead, you got Lady J, which I like, Flint, of course, and these were voted in. And on the cover set you get Baroness, Cobra Commander, Serpentor, Major Blood, Sartan, and Destro. And on the votes hand for that is Tomax and Samet, the brothers, the twins, Dr. Mindbender, and Firefly, which I think they did a fantastic job there. Now, you get, for everybody, if you already sign up to or you have pledged before with Skybound, or you sign up to their newsletter, then you get the free Storm Shadow card regardless. Storm Shadow, it's there, which I think is a really nice one. And on the rewards, you know, the things that you can get, if you pay extra, that's another thing that you get there. You can pay $30, and if you don't want to just go with the physical, which I say, why not? You can get the Compendium, digital edition of Compendium 1. They only have available for that one. This is the thing, I don't understand why they couldn't do Compendium 2, Compendium 3, Compendium 4. Now, you can buy all of them, all the PDFs, as a one single package, 120, and you can have them digitally, which is another way if you want to have them all. But some people don't want to do all that. Or you can buy the Compendium number 1, where there is they call it the Duke or the Destro. You pay $75 for the Compendium 1. Unfortunately, they don't have Compendium 2, 3, or 4 available, and they will not have it available in hardcover. They will be available on softcover. But you will get, of course, 75,000 Skybound Insider points, which technically you go Insider, you get some discounts and offers. And then you get, of course, the digital PDFs alongside it, which I think is great. You get both. And I think what most people are going for, and what people are pre-ordering, of course, is the Snake Eyes or the Cobra Commander. The full versions, of course, you get the box set. You also get the PDFs. You get 30,000 Skybound Insider points, which I think is great. And, of course, you get the cards, which is great. But, of course, you have to choose between the blue, between the G.I. Joe, or the red, the Cobra. And I feel like it would be nice if you could actually have them both, to be honest with you. Now, what really took me off, hey, what's up, Batman? How you doing, my friend? What really took me off is that they were offering initially a book plate, a special art, and they were limited to 150. So that sold right away, just in a matter of minutes. And, you know, I wish everyone would come with it. Because I feel that it's like you come, even though you're paying the same amount of money like everyone else, ultimately everybody gets a limited version. That to me is kind of bad in some way, because the art of here, you can see the book plate with the signature Larry Hama looks great. I wish it was sold separately in a way, and those were sold out for both versions. Now you get the His Tank, which is technically you buy both. There's no discount really, you pay the same amount for both. But, you know, that's if you're looking for the different colors and stuff like that. And which kind of sucks in some way. Now, they also had the His Tank, the first 50, they were given the book plate, which, again, that's another thing that really kind of took me out of really pre-ordering right away, because I felt, man, if you cannot really get it, then what's the point? Now, some people are going to have an exclusive. You're going to have the regular one. And here you can see the box set. Those are sold out completely. Now, they have really hit all the goals that they had initially. As you can see, they've been funded. They have a special Duke fold out. You know, they have so many fold outs. They have so many things that they have promised, where you can get the fold outs. You can get also some stickers. You can get some art. You know, you can get some better binding. I think you can actually get it here. Let me see. They give us this card. Let me look at this one. I think you have that. Oh, actually, I'm looking at it now. You can actually get the 2 cards. I think that was already unlocked. So you're going to get some fold outs. Okay, so that makes sense to me now. Now, I didn't notice that they have this fold out art, special art. So you're actually getting the art. Okay, so I correct myself here on this one. And so they reach all these goals so far. I am definitely so interested on this for sure. And look at even the different art colors on those. That is great. They have some more stuff. I think, man, I'm telling you, this is a really nice collection. So the art, the only difference, of course, would be the binding, different colors. And you can add on more stuff if you want to. Like, that's another thing that you can solve the problem. If some of the cards, you're interested in some of the cards that are coming in the other package, you can buy them separately. You can buy an extra Companion watch. I don't know why you would buy them. Some people might want it, but you know, the only thing they're gonna have down the road is gonna be soft covers for sale. You can buy of course, the extra boxed edition if you want to, or you can get the Joe cards, a separate set, or you can buy separate sets for the Cobra card. So you can actually go that way as well. So, you know, that's kind of cool. You get those. I'm not sure if it's gonna be also the ones that they just were presented, the ones that were also won, or the ones that were voted in. You get the stickers separately, pins, which is great. I think there's so much to really see, and the more I see it, the more I'm interested. So I'm probably gonna end up forgetting this. But here, of course, you see a photo of Larry Hama. You have one from Andy Kubert, and of course, also there's gonna be some retail partners are gonna have it for sale. People like cheap graphic novels, you can buy in there directly. So you know, there's some stuff here that really makes, you know, it's exciting to see. I'm not gonna deny it. You can see the shipping within how much it's going to be, or the cost of shipping, which definitely it adds up. Like, it's gonna be $50 for the box set, which adds up to the price. Definitely a lot more. Yeah, so definitely there's a couple of things here where I feel like, man, that's kind of sucks in some way. You know, there's gonna be an expensive set. But yeah, I think that my biggest concern, again, what I mentioned earlier, you know, really coming to the end of this part of the video, I think, you know, I congratulate Skybound, I congratulate G.I. Joe, Hasbro for this, Larry Hama, Andy Cooper for this amazing process. There was a lot of people involved here. It's great. My only things that I have, of course, is that it doesn't have, you know, it has all the comics, but it doesn't have all the extras. It doesn't have any extras like you see in omnibuses. It doesn't have the omnibus size. That's another thing. And that particular small size, my hope is that the books come out really well. They said that it's not going to be any gutter loss. As I saw the interview that my good friend Omar Valdivieso, Omar from Near Mid Condition did. And he interviewed the editor of Skybound, and he said that there's going to be it's going to be perfect. It's going to be great paper. It's going to be everything good binding, all of that. So let's go by what they say. But you know how it is. Sometimes they say something, it doesn't happen that way. So my hope is that it actually works. What they promise is what you get offered in the end. That's what we get. But we'll see. I'm still not sure if I'm going to pre-order here. I might just simply order directly through, in this case, cheap graphic novels. The price is the same. The only thing I think with cheap graphic novels is that I think, you know, the shipping is always better over there. But we don't know. We don't know. We'll find out when that time comes. Or I might just simply do it the final day. I'm still considering it. I think it's great. There's always the possibility that down the road, Marvel gets the opportunity to produce this in omnibus format. That is another thing that could happen. And you know, the omnibus format comes with a lot more, you know, extras and stuff. And I love the size. It's possible because we have seen recently a lot of collaborations, things that were thought that will not happen. You see the omnibus of Rum, and Rum, you know, you have volume 1 already now. Volume 2 just came out, or I think it's coming out. I need to grab that one. Micronauts, that one also, you know, with things that people thought that would never be possible. And of course, there are Hasbro properties. They're able to do it. So the opportunity is for to see more. Hopefully we can get to see more. And through Marvel, you know, that would be fantastic. But as it is, this is definitely a fantastic collection of the comics, well packaged. If you don't care much about the big size, still gonna be big books. It's gonna be smaller in size, but still gonna be heavy, you know, just by the page count. But yeah, it's exciting, and definitely congratulations for them for doing that. And also people are excited. And if you have never read these comics, some are good, some are not so good, you know, but at least you have the whole collection in one package. And this history is history of the comics, you know, fantastic stories, a lot of superheroes, a lot of characters that were there that have become so important, so intrinsical to the G.I. Joe Real American Hero plethora of things, you know, of things that we've seen, whether in toys and all that. So yeah, I would say that's great. Now, let me go and take you now to the next thing I want to cover in this video, which is Marvel versus Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. This is the next thing, and this is probably the most exciting news for me this week. And of course, this came out of nowhere. And I gotta be honest, the day that the announcement came out, it was not the greatest day for me. I was not feeling good. There was a lot of things going on. I was busy, crazy time at work. And all of a sudden, I saw the video cast in passing. I said, okay, whatever. I just didn't put two and two together until I came home and I saw it. And I was like, it really hit me. This is perhaps one of my favorite things that I've been expecting for so long to happen. You know, Marvel vs. Capcom, the Fighting Collection Arcade Classics. It's, you know, people never expected this to happen. I will tell you, I wanted to get the arcade one-up cabinet. and I did not get it, not because of lack of funds, because that's not the problem. I could have just simply purchased it and have it. It's just the lack of space. I don't have the space for it, and I've been struggling with space for a long time. Many of you know that. So I didn't know what to do. That would mean, and I mentioned it many times before, to remove something, a bookcase or something where I have my collectibles, and I didn't want to do that. So I felt like, okay, hopefully, and I thought maybe one day we get a collection from Capcom. Well, this finally happened, and I'm super happy that it happened. And I was thinking I was going to be happy just for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. But no, it's the whole collection, arcade classics, as they did with the fighting classics just recently, a few years back, 2 years ago maybe, which is a fantastic collection, by the way. But now, to me, this is like the answer to those prayers. And this coming from the PS4, it's coming to Steam, it's coming to Nintendo Switch. I'm telling you, I'm going to get for each one of them. The only disappointment I have here is that it's not coming from Xbox. I'm so disappointed that it's not with Xbox. And I got to be honest, why? Because during the PS3 era, I got the Marvel vs. Capcom fire. They got the two pack. There was one. There were the superheroes and Marvel vs. Capcom. It was a 2-game-in-1 package, and then of course I got the Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and I love those games, but I did not get them on the Xbox 360. For some reason, I thought, okay, they'll continue on. I did not get them, and when they were taken out of the stores, I did not get the chance. So to this day, I kick myself for not adding those to the Xbox library on my 360. And of course, my Xbox library has grown, but some of those games are missing. I still missing the Simpsons arcade on that particular console. I was missing the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles there, the X-Men, the arcade. I still kick myself for not adding them when I have the opportunity. But I have it on the PS3, of course, and, I play in another, my PC, stuff like I play tap all the games, so it's not like I have access to it, but I hate that I don't have those games there. So I'm thinking maybe now with the Xbox on the Xbox One, you can have them, but it seems like it's not gonna happen, which sucks, to be honest with you. It really sucks. But you never know. It may change their mind. They might say, you know what, after a while, some backlash has been people complaining about it. They might just bring it back later down the road. We might say on the Xbox, who knows? Only time can tell. But for the time being, I'm telling you, I will get it day one on the PS4, the Switch, and the Steam. That's just what I'm going to do. But here, just to give you an idea, of course, the best part of this crossover, or this collection that we have with this crossover games, fighting games, is that you have the entirety of the collection up to Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is great. Of course, it doesn't include Marvel vs. Capcom Ultimate, doesn't include Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, or Infinite. It doesn't include all the newer ones. And I think it's fine with me what they have. So people were asking for other games added, but I don't care about the other games, really. They were not technically, they got that 3D type of game. They're including, of course, the Punisher, which is great. You get Children of the Atom, which is the original, the one that started it all. You get Marvel Superheroes. You get X-Men versus Street Fighter. You get Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. You get Marvel versus Capcom. And then Marvel versus Capcom 2. And of course, experience the historic first game in the partnership between Capcom and Marvel. And side-scrolling beat 'em up, which is the Punisher, which is a really fun game. So you can, and the best part is that it has online co-op, so you can actually play with your friends, not only couch co-op, but you can play online, which is fantastic. And here it gives an overview of the game, which is fantastic. It also gets some videos there for the Punisher if you're interested. The video, images there. It's a fantastic game. Nick Fury is also the second player. Really cool game. I play it, in my, I think it's on my Capcom collection also. One of my arcade stuff that I have, arcade, thing that I play was that the joystick thing is one of them. So I play it on my joysticks and so I play it on my PC. And there's there's so many ways to play these games over the years. So it's not like, okay, you're here you can see, it's more information, the images of the people who involved. Changes from the original. There's changes. Some images using the ending of the game in the Japanese version have been removed. Which I imagine some things that they were not appropriate. Screen flashing can now be reduced. That's something that some people don't like, the screen flashing. I'm not a fan of, never been. Enable via game settings. You can also affect title demo, grenade impact animation, and player respawn animation. So that is with the screen flashing affects some of that. But here on the list, here's another one. X-Men, Children of the Atom. The interesting thing about this one, I love the art, man. By the way, the art is fantastic, always been. And here on the Children of the Atom, the images, it's one of my favorite always games of all time. Always love it. I played it a lot in the arcades when it came out. And You know, it's nice. Came out in 1994. Fantastic year for gaming. The fantastic concept here is that you're gonna have players that were only modded into the game that were never playable. So you have, of course, Juggernaut, Akuma, and of course Magneto. Now they're playable, and that is a fantastic change in my opinion. Of course, you can reduce the screen flashing, all of that. That's something that it says. That is really great. Now with Marvel superheroes, this is definitely the second in the line. Marvel superheroes, also fantastic game. I was just playing the other day on the PS3. I decided just to go and play it. Very, very cool. You there's the Infinity Gems and all that, which is fantastic there. I love it. I think that's where we got introduced to Thanos to the roster and everything. Now you can see you can play the characters. I forgot the name of this girl. Yeah, that's Anita. And of course you got all these characters. I think Thanos is the one that is now playable. I don't think he was playable before also. And definitely Dr. Doom were not playable. So that is great. Let me make sure. I think that's what it was. Yeah, Dr. Doom was not playable. Now he is playable character. Also, you know, so this technically you're getting the secret, the hidden characters now are playable. I think that from the get-go you're gonna be able to, as you do with the PS3, once you unlock him, because there's a way that you can buy him or unlock him on the PS3 or the Xbox 360 game that came in the package. So you'll be able to play him now. It's fantastic in my opinion. Now next one in the here, you got an X-Men vs Street Fighter. On this one, again, the art is amazing, Vengus. And I was thinking the other day when I was looking at the stuff, of course, PCS has been doing and promoting all those the Capcom and 1/10 scale statues, and I was thinking, why did they promote it? The only way that something is being promoted is because it was a hit or something is coming. So it kind of felt that it was coming. It was coming very soon. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I wasn't expecting the fighting collection to be, you know, the thing that it will come out in the end. But here you can see this is another classic game too. This one definitely hasn't been ported yet to the modern console, so here is great. Look and see, you can see exactly the characters that are here, and also Akuma is going to be playable, which is great. Definitely, it's really nice. Here you can see the stuff. Another secret character is going to be playable. This is a fantastic art, and I always love to play the final boss, which in this case is always you know, Apocalypse. It's really nice. So that's the one we have. Now you have Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter. This is another one that is really also a great game. And this is also came out on the, you know, if I don't mistake, came out. No, I don't think this one came out on the PS2. This was not. But on the PS3, I'm sorry. But this, definitely, it's a fantastic collection as well. Like, I'm just going through the whole thing and I'm looking at it. The characters are great. And then this is the great part. You get Akuma, and then you get this Cyber Akuma, which was never playable as far as I remember. So I'm telling you, they just did such a fantastic job with all these extras here. You can see on that. Cyber Akuma is now playable. Select solo Cyber Akuma battle to access him. So you actually going to be able to access it there. You don't have to do any like commands and anything. So that is great. I'm really excited for this one. And super excited for it for sure. Then you got, of course, Marvel vs. Capcom. This came out on the package on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. This is another fantastic game. This is pretty much all the old starts. And looks really good. I was playing with this one. Also another fun game. And I love Venom there. And here you can see on the characters, the introduction of Venom, of course. Here you have a number of stages have been altered. I'm not sure exactly what changes have been altered for what purpose, but you can see all the characters. And of course you got, this is, what's her name again? It's Ro. This is playable. I think it was playable as a secret character. But really excited for this one. And I love how this case, the way they did it. I love how they created this. the art and the way you can go through the website. So I recommend anybody to really look at the website, to really look at this stuff. And of course, the most anticipated, the one that most people are going to go for regardless of everything else. Everything is just icing on the cake in my opinion. But the one that people are super stoked is, of course, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, which is the ultimate version of everything. Everything here is playable from the get-go. I think that is screen flashing. I don't think you need to unlock. I'm not sure. It doesn't really say you have to unlock him. But on the PS3, on the Xbox 360, you didn't have to unlock him from the get-go. They're all playable. I think they're all playable here. And this is the full roster. You know, it's just perfection. They did such an amazing job here. On the new features that we can see on this game, of course, you got the online play, which in my opinion is great. That you're going to be able to do that. And this time in DNH, you have to. You have casual matches. You can do rank matches, custom matches, which is great. The Punisher, the same thing. You have online co-op, spectating. You can spectate the games, which I think is awesome. Kind of like, you know, arcade style. The high score challenge. You can compete with other players for the highest score under set rules. You can do all that. You also, the crossplay between platforms is not supported. That's something that we need to keep in mind. And Nintendo Switch Online subscription is required to access online modes for the Nintendo Switch version. PlayStation Plus is required. We know that. Training mode, which is, I think, is great. You got the, you know, all the stuff that you need, like hitboxes, for example, which is, I don't think that was done in the previous one in the training. It comes with a lot of different modes where even you can record and watch your own training. I think that's fantastic. So it comes with so many different options. You got the marquee card. You can view the original arcade release marquee cards at any time while playing, and this is, which is great. So you can technically look at that. I think it's a great option. Like when you need to look at the moves, you know, now you could be able to access it and look at the marquee, and that is kind of very, very cool. You know, it's the list. It's how you're gonna look at the list of special moves, just by going by the marquee. I think it's great. I think that's really cool. I would love for them to do it for all the games. So that's great. That is a really nice touch. You got quality of life features. We have, you know, of course, different filters. Filters are okay. Some crazy sound better than others. I've never been crazy about filters. You have hop in and hop out pause and unpause single player. So you can do that as well. Although I'd rather just in fighting games because they don't really last that long. I like to finish them. But you could, you know, save, you know, pause and all that. Take on challenges. You're gonna have challenges so you can unlock things. Fighter rewards, challenges available for each included game. I'm not sure if those are gonna give you the ability to unlock things like art or things like that. We don't know. Beginners welcome. So they're gonna have a special one-button special, so difficulty settings for people who want to learn. You can do that. I don't think this is gonna be available for like online play, or for rank matches, I think. But okay, right there. No, one button specials cannot be used in ranked matches, but they can be used in friendly matches, which is for, you know, you want to hang out with your friends and you really don't know how to come up with that. So that really helps a lot of people, not only the veterans in these games, but also the people who are starting and want to get better, want to train. Maybe they want to do that, you know, start with that. You also, of course, you get like the art, and it's going to be for each game. A lot of art too. I'm not sure if you're going to unlock it. You're gonna view design documents, posters, instruction cards, listen to all the music that make up the games you love. I think this is a fantastic collection. I am so pumped for it. And now when you look at it, like for example, we go to what is that? Amazon. So, oh no, this is not what I want, but right there, you can see they're already here. If you can go to Amazon, they already have them on pre-order. They're going to release on December 31st. You might not get it, so it's technically going to be a nice Christmas present for me, because I'm definitely going to get them. I'm going to get the Nintendo Switch version, and I'm going to get the PS4 version. I'm definitely going to get the Steam version. Really excited for it. I don't know if there's going to be any specials for right now. You can buy them. It's going to be free delivery. I think it's a fantastic price, starting point. There's no special editions or anything, which it would be nice to have something like that. But to be honest with you, I have so much junk, so much things, so much special collectible things that I don't really need it. I just need the games. And I'm just definitely excited to really have it and have it in physical format, and also as well as digital format. I might just even buy it also digitally. Who knows? You know, I like to have them all. But yeah, it's exciting. Definitely it's one of those things that I'm really, really super excited for. And I kudos to Capcom for doing this amazing thing. it was a long time. Look at the prices of the arcade one up. You know, these are in my opinion obsolete. Yeah, at this point, $499, they're gonna be selling out quickly. That's more just for display purposes. That's another thing, you know. Not only display, it's just like the online stuff is very limited. You know, you only play with certain people. It comes with a lot of bugs. It just never worked out as good. And be able to play it now on my big screen, at my comfort, or on the Switch, you know, on the go. There's so many things on my PC when I'm just needed to kick back and I'm working and I need something to relax so I can just play on. So there's so much, you know. Now I think it's the better way to do it. And I feel bad for the people who are, you know, I don't feel bad because some people, they still want the wow factor of having something on display, which is great, having a cabinet. You have it, you know, you have it just for display, but that is pretty much it, just for display, you know, for really to play and to become good at it and just to play online with other people and to really have the full experience of gaming. You have to have it this way, and I think it's a very affordable price, and I would say go for it, you know, like might as well just go for it now. This is the time to do it. I'm super excited. It's free now. It is ready for everyone. So what else can we what else can I ask? All I'm asking is the Konami to listen to this and release some of those classic Konami games. I want to see, of course, the Simpsons game. I want to see the X-Men. Also, I would like to see, I think there was Sega who produced that, the Spider-Man game. That was a fantastic Sega game that I love so much. I have to only I can do is just play with the ROM. Or also the Avengers game, who did that? I don't know. That was Konami, I think. So it would be great for them to do a lot of those classic games. Konami can do it. Definitely Marvel vs. Capcom. Also, you know, Capcom can do more of those games. There's so many. But I think with this, they definitely are hitting it hard. And they are accomplishing a lot. So I'm happy for what they did. So kudos to Capcom. Thank you for what you know, for bringing it to us the way you're doing it. I'm super excited, super happy, super satisfied. All right, let's go to the next thing. While I have you here, let me take you now. Definitely, we took some time on all these things that we were covering. So I'm not sure we're going to cover everything, but we're going to try our best. So let's go first to Super7. Super7 have a great release this week. If you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, this is a great time for being a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan. Many companies are producing a lot of stuff. NECA has some stuff. I might talk about it this coming week. Stuff that is going on pre-order. Definitely, I love what NECA's doing. But here, I want to talk about this. This is the 2003 animated series, which is, in my opinion, one of my most fantastic animated series. The tone is closer to the comic books, the original comic books, than it was with the, you know, the 90s cartoon. The 90s cartoon was more, you know, kiddish. And that was the purpose of it. But this was more, and I love this. Recently just came out on Blu-ray, the Blu-ray collection for it. The entirety of it, which is definitely a lot of episodes, which is great. I still need to grab that one, but it's $220 if you buy the package. You can go to other you know, big bad toy store, buy them separately, but the difference there is that you have to pay this amount, $55 each. If you buy the package here on this Ultimates Wave 12, as they call it, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you buy this package, you get a plus extra hits that you're not gonna get there. So I think the price is fair, even though it's still within the same price a lot of people dislike from Super7, but I think it stays in the same vein of what they've been doing. I love that it has the butterfly double, you know, joints in the arms, which is great. It's a lot of articulation, the double jointed knees. It's great. So I think it's very poseable. I think it's gonna be more poseable than the ones they had before, and it looks really nice. Look at this, is Donatello. Love the portraits, the extra heads. This is the, you know, it comes with the goggles for Donatello. It comes with the communicator, all that. Not many hands, but enough hands to do different things. And it looks great. Donnie looks great. Now you have Leonardo. It comes with the katanas. The extra head looks great. The heads look great, in my opinion. The portraits are fantastic. Here, of course, Michelangelo. Very nice. Mikey always with that smile on his face. And very nice. I like how they did the effects with the nunchucks. And of course, the brooding, the hardcore Raphael. Look at that with the size, and the face looks fantastic. Yeah, this is really nice. They did a really nice job with this. And of course, this is what comes as an extra. If you purchase, you get some of the hits are very similar, so I wouldn't say that are crazy. I do like, my favorites here, of course, will be probably Mikey. I like that, you know, he's winking his eye. I do like, in this case, Donatello's extra portrait. I think they're great. There's some similarities, some differences, but they're technically a bonus. And, you know, this is the type of thing that you are not gonna get if you buy it separately, or if you buy somewhere else, even as a package, you're not gonna get that. It's only exclusive through the Super7 website. So this is going to be available closest July 30th. So it's going to be open for 37 more days. If you're interested, I like them. It would be nice if they come out with more stuff. I'm sure that Super7 is planning to do a lot more stuff with this. They did a really nice job here, and I'm trying to see if there's any details. I would love to know who was the sculptor here. It doesn't say, but here you have all this stuff. So I would say just recommend you come to Super7. You can order it any other where else you want to buy it separately if you're not interested on the extra heads. It already comes with 2, but you can have a 3rd one for each character, and that looks fantastic in my opinion. All right, so let's move on next to the next thing. I want to go to, let's go to Mondo. And again, I want to say thank you to everybody that is watching here today, or he's, you know, leaving comments. I appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a like. Let me know you're watching. Here at Mondo, I want to talk about the newest collectible, and this is that came out this week. I think it's already sold out completely. The exclusive or limited edition, it was limited to a certain number, and then you have the regular. This is what is available. It sucks that they do that with Mondo. It really sucks every time. I love the poster here, by the way. This is a time edition poster, very good art of Jim Lee. This comic book is one of my favorites. It looks great. But here you have this 97 Cyclops. This is what came up with the limited edition that sold out quickly. It was limited to a certain number of pieces, but of course this is based on the X-Men 97 series, although definitely this can sit with the regular ones in my opinion. It's pretty much the same art, but here you have, it comes with a jacket, which is great, his coffee mug, which is also great, in his hand. The hands, of course, the power effects on the exclusive, you get the extra long one. You get the pretty much the face without the glasses and the visor and all that. You get the visor also can be removed, can hold it with his hand, or the glasses, you can do that. Also, you get like the classic portrait, which to be honest with you, this is not necessary because I don't think that ever this classic portrait was with this Jim Lee design. I was never part of it. So you can add it, just it's kind of cool addition, but not necessarily so. I don't think it's the greatest thing ever. I think the thing that hurts the most, at least missing some of these parts, because I like this. I like the portraits, the calm portrait and the angry portrait and the hands and all the power effects. What really kind of find that sad that you don't get with the regular one, of course, is the exclusive limited edition jacket with the extra arms. That to me, it's awesome. That is super good. The only thing that I don't like is the fact of the hands. It only has those hands. You cannot change the hands on those. You just have the fist, the closed fist. That's about it. It would be nice if you be able to do some effects with it, but apparently not. But here you can see 360. The figure looks great. Of course, it comes with the cell shading. Some people may not like that, but of course, you're talking about a comic, you know, based on the. Actually, look at the hands. You can actually interchange the hands for the others with the yellow, you know, with the gloves. Actually, you could do that, which is good. So you got regular hands too. But it would be nice to have open regular hands. But here you can see the dimensions. I think I like this one a lot. I like even more than Wolverine. And I like Wolverine. I'm a big Wolverine fan. This collection is growing really nicely with all these characters that they're adding. Very nice. Very nice figure. I think it looks great. Look at that with the glasses. Very nice. They did a fantastic job with this one. Here, again, here's with this portrait. Again, not necessary. But yeah, that's the only thing. Here, they doing some photos. This is a nice photo too. Drinking his coffee. Very nice. And I like the size difference here with, you know, Rogue. And Rogue has some complaints. People are complaining about they're receiving it now. And some people were complaining about some of the things there with her. I think this collection, of course, is, you know, Mondo might not be the best, but I will tell you one thing about Mondo. They do have a nice customer service. In my experience, they've been doing really great with it. Oh, wow. Is that a robot face? Is that what it is? Uh-oh. That's terrible. Somebody cut his face or something? It's cool. Very nice figure. Definitely nice pictures. They took really nice pictures here. Definitely X-Men fans are winning this time around. So yeah, you can come here. This is the limited edition is done. The artist here is Alex Brewer, Dan Wissenmeyer, Tom Rosinjowski. So too bad that you're not be able to get that one. You can still get the regular one, but you're gonna miss some key elements, which in this case will be the jacket, of course, and the extra heads and portraits and stuff like that. But I think the thing that hurts the most is the jacket. Hopefully they get a version like that sooner, or maybe they release. Sometimes you never know. Here you still have some of the others available. The regular versions are available, which is great if you're gonna go for those two. Some of the time editions came back. Like you get the exclusive time edition X-Men Magneto came back. Sometimes they come. Gambit is almost sold out. So sometimes you gotta just kind of keep an eye on Mondo, because some things are re-released. Some exclusives are re-released, and I do like the posters. They have some really nice posters for sure. So I might just actually go for some of the posters. I definitely need some art in my walls. So yeah, just kind of let you know, this is what Mondo's doing this time around. Kudos to them for doing something amazing. Now, it's still with the team of the X-Men, but I'm gonna take you to Sideshow, because I want to show you very quick some of the stuff that Sideshow has done. But first, I want to cover one that I did not cover, and this is the Wolverine Deluxe Edition. This is, of course, Deadpool and Wolverine movie that is coming soon. You have the two different versions, the Deluxe version, and you have the Collector's Edition. Go for the Deluxe. This is a really nice Hugh Jackman, of course, depiction of him. I think they did a really nice job. Really crazy for this movie. Looking forward to watch this movie. Here you can see what comes with it. With the exclusive, you get this separate rolling eyeballs, which is the regular doesn't have that. You got interchangeable sleeve arms, and you also get interchangeable battle damage armor. So you get some different parts that you can change for the exclusive. So go for the exclusive. You also, and you gotta get the mask head with interchangeable lower faces, attachable claws. So very cool. I think this is a very nice depiction of Wolverine. Really, again, they did a really fantastic job. Very nice figure. I would definitely call this the ultimate, because I don't think I'm not sure Hugh is able to to keep doing this. He might do it within the MCU, who knows? But as you can see it right here, it's very, very cool. Very nice. If you're into the movie versions, you have even the arms are nice. They have you don't see the joints, they're jointless. Not jointless, but you don't see the joints on those arms. That's great. And you can replace the arms, of course. They did a nice job with this one for sure. It comes with a lot of extras. It has the separate rolling eyeballs and 3 styles of display. Of course, you get the battle damage with the bullet holes. That's cool. And of course, with the mask and without the mask. I think it's a really nice depiction. They did a really nice job with it. Again, you can go for the collector's edition. The collector's edition is technically, you don't get the extra head. You don't get the Hugh Jackman head. That's what it is. So you only get the regular one. I would say the price difference, you pay for $280 for the collectors for the regular version and $340 for the extra portrait. Some people might say that it's very steep, $60 more, but I think the $60 more, I think it's worth it. It's worth the extra price just to have Hugh Jackman and have it in a way that he's gonna be portrayed mostly in the movie. You're gonna see him a lot like that. So, and I like it. I think they did a really nice job with it. Kudos to Hot Toys for doing another amazing figure, as they always do. Now, the next thing I want to show you here while we are here, let me show you this other figure. This is the Droideka. This is actually another really nice, I think this is a re-release if I'm not mistaken. $265. If you're a Star Wars fan and you were missing one, this is really, really cool. Very nice. You can do so many things. On this one, you definitely have to have 1 or 2. For those who are building armies, very nice and definitely very postable. You can do so many things with this. It's great. It's great. I think this is the part. Hey, what's up, Adam? How you doing, my friend? Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. Yeah, you too, Adam. Thank you. It's always nice to see you. Always nice to have you here on the chat. But here the Droideka looks really, really cool. Very nice paint job. Very nice. Definitely, again, this is for the hardcore fan. the ones that wants to build there's building armies, this is definitely one of those where you're going to build armies with your clone armies and stuff. Here it's a size comparison with the others. Very nice. They did a really nice job with it. And of course, he transformable mode. You can do so many things with it. Definitely, this is a nice addition. Very cool. $265 for that one. They did a really, really, really nice job with it. Now, I want to talk about another company here. Oh, yeah, Sideshow. I want to talk about DamToys. DamToys. DamToys is a company that produces a lot of figures, and they just released, here you can see this whole set of figures. These are based on the Monster Hunter. This is Monster Hunter franchise. So you have this Aldebaran and the Yukumo figures, and they look fantastic. Just the detail of these figures. Looking at this one, Aldebaran, I'm going to start with this one. I like the portrait. The price is $370. $260 for the regular one. But the deluxe version comes with so many different extras. I like the portrait. You know, I'm not necessarily a big Monster Hunter fan. I know a lot of people are out there. These figures come really nicely packaged, you know, with the different parts and accessories and the weapons and the base. She looks fantastic. You know, you can do so many different things. Even the base has all the, you know, battle damage with monsters and stuff. There's some type of cave. This is really, really cool figure. This company does amazing figures, I can tell you that. This is a very nice figure. Very nice figure. So yeah, it comes with a lot of, you can see all the accessories that come with it, the different parts. Really well done. I like the weapons. I like the paint job. Definitely this company does really nice. And you need to pay attention. Like sometimes I see a lot of people don't really pay attention to some of these companies. They go more for the Hot Toys stuff. But yeah, this license something that Hot Toys doesn't touch. But they did a really nice job with everything. Every accessory that comes with every weapon. It comes with extra hands. And the base, I think that's a really nice touch. A very nice base. If you go for the collector's edition, you technically only get just limited options. You don't get the base. You get everything else except the base. I think the base is in primarily the biggest selling point for the other one. But and I think, you know, some other things too, some other accessories that are not included. But that's about it. You know, I think the base is good. You can go just for the regular if you're not interested on a different base. Here you can see the next one. This is the Yukumo. This is perhaps my favorite of the. I think they're both great. I like this one. He has his big sword, of course. Classic Monster Hunter sword. And that is a nice base. Here you can see with the different weapons. And the base makes it look really premium, in my opinion. This is a very nice way to display it. I love they compose it in very ways. It's very, very nice figures for sure. Very nice detail on the pouches and everything, and the clothing, the sword. So there's some much stuff that can be done with this figure, of course. Very nice. I like him this. I think DamToys did a fantastic job. This company does, again, amazing figures. You know, it's a company that it's making a, you know, it's doing some of the figures aren't necessarily as great. Like I didn't care much about the Claire Redfield, and I talked about it before. Some of those with those ugly knees, but I think this they may have the same type of knees, but the way they cover there really helps. And they do a lot of gaming stuff, a lot of Capcom stuff. They have done stuff like the Vito Corleone, things like that. But definitely these are definitely the most impressive, in my opinion, that I've seen so far, the figures they have produced. So kudos to them for doing such an amazing job. Now let's go to the next company that I want to cover right now. I want to take you to another company that does amazing figures, and that is you know, of course, X06, and we have the Captain Jean-Luc Picard. And this is there's two different versions. There's three versions. They get standard version, they got the essential duty uniform, which is probably one that a lot of people are gonna go for. The standard version just comes with this. I like the essential duty uniform more than that. I think that's the way I always see him more. But you also get the essential Darth Maul uniform. So that is different variations of these figures. Like I can give you, for example, this essential Darth Maul uniform, just to give you an idea. I think the portrait is fantastic. I know some people that are big Star Trek fans are gonna just actually go for the 3 different versions. It's very cool. Then you got the standard version. This one comes with a lot of different accessories, which is that is reflected in the price because you're getting a lot more in the package. You know, you see a lot of hands, so many things that can be used for display. There's a whole package here. Appear more and more frequently into 1/6 world. Yeah, me too. Like it seems like more and more we're getting to see a lot of these companies producing a lot of different, very nice figures for sure. But here you can see Jean-Luc. Very. So this one actually, is it that it comes with also with that clothing? I didn't know that it also comes with the regular one. Or I might be mistaken. It seems like it does. Oh, okay, so in this standard version, it's kind of weird because I think this is one only comes like this, unless he has some extra clothing. Oh, so you can change the uniform. So that doesn't really. Oh, that. Okay, I gotcha. I see what it is. The standard version is the luxury version, the 255, because this one is 195. This is 205. Okay, so technically the standard version is kind of like the special. If you want like a cheaper version, then you go for the other ones. And I'm sure if you go for the essential duty, you only get this. Oh, okay, that really makes sense. So technically, if you want the whole, when you buy the classic, you can go to the Exo6 website, buy directly from them. And actually, it's cheaper to buy through Exo6 because the shipping there is cheaper than at Sideshow. But you get the standard version here, and you actually get the 2 uniforms. You get all the package, you get everything, you get all these accessories, plus the extra uniform that you can change. So this is the one that you have to go for the standard version. So then let's not get confused with the other version. So standard version is the premium version. I definitely like this one. Hey, what's up, Squad Captain? See, how are you, my friend? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Doing good. Back to this. Hopefully, hopefully I didn't lose like 1,000 followers or something. I don't like I have so many, but every viewer count, every fan, every subscriber count. Thank you for your support, all of you. Thank you for your friendship and being part of this channel, the journey of this channel. But yeah, I like this one. Again, you can go to Exo6. We're not gonna go here, but Exo6, it will be a better deal on the shipping part. Plus, Exo6 also, you get it first hand before Sideshow gets it. So it's always better to go there. But I'm here, so it was easier to look at it here. All right, so I want to take you now that we are here. I want to also look at some other things very, very quickly. I want to take you to Gentle Giant. I haven't been at Gentle Giant in for quite some time. And Gentle Giant has been having some different, pre-order stuff. And I want to cover them very, very quick, just to give you an idea. The stuff that Gentle Giant does, sometimes I'm not crazy about a lot of the stuff that Gentle Giant does. Right now, of course, they're under Diamond Select, so they're working with Diamond. They're part of Diamond Select, so some of the stuff that they release sometimes is not in my cup of tea. Here you can see all the pre-orders they have. The 3D stuff they do with the Diamond Select toys. This bust of Godzilla. You got the House of the Dragon characters, Legends in 3D. They got this Clone Wars Captain Rex in 3D Dimension bust. It's $200. That's one thing that I would say. I think what really does it well for them is definitely the price. It's cheaper than anywhere else. Like cheaper if you want a collectible. I will say, of course, you get what you pay for. You're not gonna get the greatest quality possible, but you're still gonna get some quality. So in some really cool stuff that shows on display. This is $200, the Premier Collection. This is for Luke Skywalker from Dark Empire, which right now it's been very popular. Dark Empire is a fantastic comic book that I recommend anyone to read. And I will tell you this, I'm not necessarily a fan of this, the portrait on this one. It looks very simple. Of course, I would recommend to get the Dark Empire hot toy figure that I covered last time in my video. That would be great. But of course, this is based on the art. It's a tiny little statue, less probably the scale. They can promote it as a 1/6. It might be even smaller than that. Yeah, this is something that it's now on pre-order there. It's not a bad statue. You're not breaking the bank with it. Here you have this $80 Star Wars The Knights of the Old Republic Darth Revan. This is a PVC statue Looks really cool as a display. Of course, the Dark Ribbon from Hot Toys that we just saw recently looks amazing in my opinion. But if you don't have the type of money and you don't want to break the bank, then definitely this PVC statues are perfect. You know, perfect additions to any collection. You know, and they look great without having to, you know, sell a kidney or something where all the statues or whatever. You also get this Clone Wars, you know, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I like this one. Definitely the art is respected on the animated series. Very well. The paint job is clean. It's clear. Very well done. Of course, it's easier to do the paint jobs on this animated ones, in my opinion. Of course, I'm not an expert, but I think it's because, of course, the patterns, you know, are more cartoony rather than more naturalistic. You know, have a more natural look. One that I do like about the track, I like this Premier Collection statue. This is, and this one, Obi-Wan, I think that's deluxe. That's actually a gallery statue. So that's a PVC and it looks great. I like this one. This is perhaps the one, my favorite of all the stuff that they have released so far. This, I forgot the name of this guy. Plo Koon. This is one of the Jedi Masters. Very cool. This is a very nice depiction of this character, in my opinion. They did a really nice job with this one. Looks fantastic. There will be a nice display in this battle position. He looks really, really good. Very nice sculpt. I think the price is fair. This is supposedly a 1.6. It will be probably shorter than 1.6 because every time that they promote something as a 1.6, it's actually not that. It's a 1.7 actually, so it's smaller. At least they're honest on that. But actually, it looks great. Some of the other depictions that they have, as you can see with this Kit Fisto, that looks great. So they have done really nice depictions of all these characters in this collection. You can really, on the Attack of the Clones, you can really display a lot of these figures in battle positions. I think it's a fantastic way to do it. Definitely, this collection is really nice. I think the price is fair. You can have a very nice display with all these characters. You also have this Boba Fett Geonosis mini bus when he was a kid, of course. Very nice work. And of course, the mini bus collection, they've been doing it for years. So the fact that they still going at it, it's amazing. They keep adding. It's a small one. The price, of course, has gone up with those mini bus, but that's how it is. Also, you got this Infinity Saga mini bus within the classic mini bus line. That's something that has been carried for years. I wouldn't say this is my favorite because I'm not necessarily a fan of this particular suit. I like more classic suit. I have the classic that they produced many, many years ago, which is a fantastic mini bus. I love that's one of my favorite depictions of Spider-Man. Looks really, really neat. Still have it. I haven't gotten rid of it, but it's really one of my favorite things. I think this is a very nice $130, something I think that they have gone up. Of course, you got the Animated Style Studio. This is something that they've been doing for years. Of course, this Deadpool, this is another collection that has been doing really well for them for years. So why not? And now, of course, with the Deadpool being as popular as he is, it looks really great. The art is nice. So yeah, another great addition to it. Now, let me take you now to Diamond Select Toys, you know, which is the mother company here. And they also have some couple releases there that I want to show you. Of course, they have all these releases, the action figures, they had all this stuff, you know, not necessarily looking at everything. But here we might be able to see it down there. Sometimes it's kind of the, you know, they have the figures which are released. If you are definitely a fan of the this Red Ranger Deluxe, for all my friends who are fans of the Power Rangers, this is a PVC statue. Doesn't look bad at all. Very nice pose that they chose for this one. Again, the thing with Diamond Select Toys and Gentle Giant is that you don't have to break the bank with the stuff that they produce. 80 bucks, I don't think is that expensive. Yes, it used to be more, a lot cheaper, but of course, time has changed. We always keep that in mind. I want to show you another stuff now in the Marvel side. Here you have this one. This is my favorite thing that really caught my eye as soon as I saw it. This mini bus, the comic book mini bus, Doctor Strange. This is not on the classic mini bus 1.6. This is more like a 1.7. But this is what they've been doing, producing. They've been producing really nice mini bus in this collection through Diamond Select, Gentle Giant through Diamond Select. And this is a very nice depiction of Doctor Strange. I love what they did here. I wish this was actually produced at a full stature. I think the portrait is amazing. I think Doctor Strange looks fantastic here. Very nice depiction. Very nice look on this collection. And I think perhaps this is my favorite piece that they have produced so far. They have produced a few. Like, I like their Daredevil. But I think this is perhaps my favorite so far. Very nice. They chose something very, very good here. It's going to be 6 inches tall. It's a 1.7. It's a very nice... You can actually combine it with 1.6, I think, because of the way he's standing tall. Again, it's 1.7. Very nice. Very nice with this mini bus collection. If we look at the mini bus here, they have produced so far. Of course, here you can see the Spider-Man we saw. Like this one right here, the Moon Knight. That's another one that looks really fantastic on this. They're really doing good. It's even more expensive than Doctor Strange. I like the Moon Knight as well. But here you can see some of those mini bus. That Black Panther on that collection. That Green Goblin. The Captain America was a San Diego exclusive. So, yeah, definitely they're really doing amazing. That Wolverine also mini bus for that particular collection, the 1.7 collection. That Spider-Man was also great. So, yeah, you know, it's kind of cool. The Deadpool. And even a Venom. So, yeah, that you can see what they have done so far with those. But I would say Doctor Strange is probably my favorite so far. And I don't see the Deadpool that they used to have. They're probably somewhere, but not here. In any case, the next thing that I want to show you, the stuff that they have this on the Deluxe Gallery Diorama. They got this Venom. It's $85. It's PVC, but it really looks neat. Very interesting looking. Very nice choice. Again, you don't break the bank and you get something really nice. It feels very premium. I've seen statues that look, you know, even PVC from other companies that they charge you a lot more. So yeah, you know, I wouldn't say that their PVC is the super highest end. It's not like the PVC that something like Kotobukiya produces, but still, I think within, you know, your means, if you don't want to spend too much money and go crazy on something, then definitely you can go. And then you have also Silk Premier Collectible. I'm not necessarily a big fan of Silk. That's $175. Still not a bad depiction of the character. This is, you know, PVC. This is actually a resin statue, polystone statue. If you're a fan of this more modern character, then by all means, this is something that you can go for. The portrait seems okay. A little bit cartoony, in my opinion. I think that's probably the choice that they went for to represent the art. Definitely very tall, standing there. So yeah, that's for reference. So this is what, you know, Diamond has been doing, which definitely is really, really cool. So kudos to them for doing that. Now let me go to Sideshow. Back to Sideshow. And I want to say thank you everyone who is watching this right now. Appreciate your support. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to produce content and be here with you and being able to showcase things. Now, let's continue with the PVC stuff. I want to talk about Square Enix. I saw that they have this small diorama. If you are a Final Fantasy 16 fan or Final Fantasy as a whole, they got this. They call it the Formless Scene Item Home. This is $300, so it's not a cheap one. This is necessarily that big. This is probably maybe 110. The details, let's see. This is made out, it doesn't really say, but I'm more than inclined to believe that this is made out of polished PVC, as most Square Enix stuff is. But this is a very nice scene. I did like the way it comes with 3 different characters. Again, it's only 7.8 inches tall. It's not really tall at all. But of course, it's tall because of the standing of the top of that rock. But it's a really nice, even as small as it is, a very nice display. And I know that, you know, Square Enix fans, people that love Final Fantasy will love to see that. I love what they did with that water effect on the ground. That looks really neat. It's a very nice diorama, you know, that's very, it's peaceful in some way. I like those dioramas that they kind of give you a nice, very peaceful, you know, vibe. This is one that you can have on a display, and I think it's reminiscent of the game. The fans of the game, they love the game. I think it's great, and it looks so nice and natural. I like it what Square Enix sometimes do things like this. Not everything Square Enix does is great. I will tell you, sometimes the things are overpriced, and maybe this is overpriced. But I think with the level of detail they have and a lot of the things that I do see here, I do think that this is a very nice, the detail, the intricate detail in this diorama looks really great. And these figures look amazing. So yeah, it's great. I will say kudos to Square Enix for doing really a nice thing. Now I want to take you to another company. Well, I have you here. Another company that does a lot of PVC, another company from Japan, and that it will be Megahouse. Let me take you there. There's a lot of things that Megahouse has produced. I'm going to cover everything a little more. We're going to go for the newest stuff. You know, right now, of course, Sideshow's been carrying Megahouse products, which is great in my opinion. A lot of these products are fantastic. You can see a lot of the stuff that here is here. We have covered some of this stuff in the past. So I'm going to cover from the newest stuff. The newest pre-orders. Like, for example, we have this right here, Izuku Midoriya. This is if you're a fan, of course, of My Hero Academia. This is, I would say, maybe a 1/8 scale. Or 1/7, perhaps. It's only 7 inches tall. So, yeah, I would say it's around 1/8, 1/7. Looks really neat, in my opinion. Very nice depiction. Again, PVC. Megahouse, you know, has some of these PVCs are more high quality. Sometimes they have some of the cheapest stuff, but some of this stuff is a little more high end. And it looks really, really neat. I think it's a very depiction of Midoriya. $215. Some people would say that it's too steep for PVC. It's up to you. I would say also another one that I found it very, very, very nicely done. This one, Chart as Naval. If you're a big fan of Gundam. This character from Gundam. Look at that with the horse. The only thing that I don't like, of course, is that little, like I mentioned it many times, I don't like when they put a stick and they sustain the horse. They could have done something totally different and not have that there on display. That is what breaks it for me. But this is a very nice depiction of the sculpt is nice on that horse and the character. It's a very nice depiction. And that is, again, that metal rod is just the ugliest thing ever. But also another great figure, PVC. Very well executed, in my opinion. Besides that rod, they could even go, it looks like a metal rod. They could have just gone with maybe like a translucent even. They could have done so many things in order to make it look like that without compromising some of the stuff there. Still, it's a nice depiction. Very cool sculpt. That looks really nice. It caught my eye right away. Very nice. And that's for Gundam fans. If you are, of course, you got another one. Killing King's All-Star Beast Pirates. That's another figure for One Piece. Look at this one. Very nice figure. Of course, this is a figurine. Very cool for One Piece fans. It does have interchangeable portraits, as you can see. Enhance. So it does come with different accessories that you change it. Even with the, it looks nice, a nice pose. The fire effect with that, plastic, PVC kind of clear plastic that looks really nice. It does create a nice effect. Of course, this is Photoshop to make it like the fire. And here's another in depiction with other characters that they have done. Definitely this collection is growing. Megahouse is doing really great. The price is up there. It's $303.65. The details on this one, I'm not sure if this is a 1/7. It might be actually a 1/6. Just looking at the size and the position of that, it's somewhere between 1/7 and 1/6. So very cool. Now they have this also. We talked about this last time, but I want to show you this is Space Godzilla. This Space Godzilla for Godzilla fans. I just recently during the vacation time I watched the Godzilla -1. Finally, I watched the movie. Impressed with that movie. Fantastic movie. And definitely Godzilla. It's always been popular, but I think with everything, the good movies that we've been having, I think people are definitely stoked always with Godzilla. Very nice figure. Megahouse again producing all that stuff. I think because we're riling up, we're getting closer to San Diego Comic-Con. That's when you're gonna see a lot of this companies releasing a lot of stuff. We're gonna be really bombarded by a lot of quality stuff during this period. So that is great. So yeah, this is great. Megahouse doing really a fantastic job here. Now I want to show you another company. Now moving up from them, I'm gonna go to Kotobukiya. Kotobukiya also released a new piece this week, or during this time that I was away, and it's this right here. I want to show you Mina, Ashiro, and this is from Kaiju number 8. This collection, again, I have mentioned it, every piece that they've been producing, $170 for this piece. This is a 1/8, it's a 1/8. It's an Artifacts J plus. It looks really good. This collection, in my opinion, man, it looks amazing. And every piece that they have really released for this one, it's just perfection, in my opinion. They have done really fantastic with this collection. She looks great holding that big weapon. Very powerful, and very sexy at the same time. Here you can see the little clear resting just to sustain it. I think you can display it without, but you know, just for extra protection, you don't need it. You have to have it. I get it. Here's the back. More details of that big weapon, really great. And here is how it displays so far with everything. He's missing Kaiju right there. But man, the entirety of this collection, as you see it right here, is really, really neat. Very, very neat. They have done a really fantastic job with this collection. Again, that's something that I would say with the company with Kotobukiya. When it comes about their PVC lines, they're just masters. They know what they're doing. They always complete those lines really great. I wish they were the same with the fine art statue lines. The fine art statue line seems to be dead, in my opinion. Not sure. I could be surprised, but I'm no holding my breath for San Diego Comic Con to see anything from Marvel. That is sad, but you know, that's probably a decision they make. You know, ultimately that's how it is. But you know, as it is with the PVC stuff, they're definitely killing it, and this is one of those lines that they're doing really great. So yeah, kudos to them for doing an amazing job there. All right, so let me take you to Spec Fiction. It's the first time we're gonna go to Spec Fiction tonight, and the reason we come into Spec, Spec has a lot of stuff, man. I'm telling you, like, definitely the time that I miss, I'm really covering as much as I can here. But I want to talk about this one right here. This Naruto and Kyuubi. This is from X1 Art, this company, which I never really talked about him before. So I like to give the companies the benefit of the doubt. This is Naruto and Kyuubi 1/7 scale statue. $1,000 for a 1/7. This is, of course, resin statue. But look at the detail here. It's a BC statue for sure. But man, the battle that you're seeing here, it's great. This is a fantastic depiction of Naruto in this form. Man, this is a very nice depiction. The portrait looks amazing. Interchangeable portraits. Kyuubi right there. Very nice. Love the water detail, the resting on that water, the effect that they did. And there's Sasuke right next to him. You know, that's the other. I think they both look amazing together, but I would say Naruto looks probably is the best. Love the colors there. Just to give you an idea, X1 Art, this company has produced, you know, you have, of course, the Sasuke right there. There's other pieces that they have done. There's a couple that are coming soon. The Evangelion, they're doing a new one. Black Clover, Asta, that's a really 1/6 scale statue they have. So, you know, this company, again, some companies that normally I don't really cover much, but they're new and they're doing really amazing work. And definitely for the anime fans or manga fans, definitely these are pieces. $579 for that is a really nice piece. The difference, the price of this one is high is because so much detail goes into it. And here at Tokyo Ghoul, if you're a fan of that. So yeah, they do have some of those pieces, as you can see. This Tokyo Ghoul right there, let me show you. Kaneki versus Amon. Very nice. I think this company is really some of those companies, sometimes a lot of these companies, sometimes I wish I think sometimes they're just all part of the same. Here you can see Sasuke. This is already on the wait list. So Naruto is a new one to go for, but I think Naruto is probably the best. But yeah, I would say X1 Art, keep an eye on them. They're another company from Asia, from China, I think. So definitely starting, but they're starting really strong. With some of these figures, I like this Naruto that they produce. Now let me take you here. We're gonna see another company, and I'm gonna show you this one right here. This one, another Naruto piece from this company, Pickstar Studios. They got Gara of the Sand. This is the deluxe version. There's a regular version, $275. I think it's a fantastic price for this piece, but he looks really You have interchangeable portraits, if I'm not mistaken, with the deluxe version. Very nice, very simple depiction. Actually, it's going to replace the whole bus. You can remove it and change it and go for the regular one. Also with the, you know, the arms are crossed on the other one. So it's kind of cool the way they did it. Instead of doing the heads, they're doing actually the bus and making those changes there. Very nice. Very nice price. Now, I'm interested. It's a very low price. I'm trying to think if what kind of material they're using for this. Hopefully, it's actually polyurethane and resin. So they're going to have a little resin parts and some parts are going to be made out of a little bit of plastic. But it looks really great. So yeah, it's really, really cool. And to other than that, if you want just the regular version, it would be cheaper and it's just the regular portrait. But I like that. The other one, I think the deluxe version with interchangeable portrait and bus, I think that looks great. And I think the price is very, very good. It's a 1/6 scale. So Pickstar did a really nice job on this one. Now I want to show you another one this is Mana-Sum. Mana-Sum always does amazing stuff too. And they do this Jujutsu Kaisen, you're a fan, Ryomen Sukuna versus Fushiguro Megumi. This is 1/6 scale battle diorama. This is like $619. Very nice whole package. And I think the price is fair for what they're producing here on this piece. There's a lot of detail there. And Mana-Sum is doing really amazing job. I love the detail. Paint job is excellent on this piece. The back of this piece. Definitely this is for the Jujutsu Kaisen fans and, you know, for people who love anime statues, manga statues. $619. Very nice. It's made out of resin, which is great. So definitely you get a really nice deal. 2 characters at the price for the price of one. 1/6 scale. Definitely very, very nice deal right there. All right, so that's what they have. Now I want to show you another company here, and this is Revive Studio. Well, we have it here. We're gonna cover as much as we can. Revive Studio, we have Street Fighter Duel. We got Ryu. Of course, this is based on the newest Street Fighter. $409. This is a 1/6 scale statue. Very cool. I like the you know, it's a very cool detail. I prefer most Ryu when, you know, when he's fighting, you know, in a fighting pose with his classic kimono and all that. But this is not bad at all. And this is the initial state of what they're going to produce. They're going to bring more characters, as you can see on the silhouettes. This is the first one they're releasing. It looks good, and I know some people, you know, there's always Street Fighter fans out there. So this is for the Street Fighter fan. Very nice. Cool detail. Simple statue. Price $49. It's okay, I think. I don't think it's like the most expensive one. Or the cheapest either. It's not cheap, but it's not super expensive either. It's fair. 1/6. It looks great. Nice detail, nice paint job from Revive Studio. All right, so now let me take you to the one of here that really struck my attention, that I liked right away. This is the one that really said, wait a minute, this is a really nice depiction. You know, sometimes in the sea of anime statues, there's so many companies producing anime stuff that sometimes you are like, you know, like, sometimes you feel like, you know, so many companies producing so much stuff, you know, some things are kind of similar to others and you feel like, okay, you know, nothing really stands out. But there are companies that sometimes they produce something that stands out. And to me, it's this statue that was produced by Lightyear Studio. At first, I thought this was, I don't know, I was thinking that Figurama was doing this, but this is not Figurama, this is Lightyear Studios. The 1/6 scale statue, Lupin the Third, Part 5, Fujiko Mine, 1/6 scale statue, $719. This is a very nice depiction. If you're a fan of Lupin, and you're a fan of this anime, of course, she's a beautiful lady here, and the display is amazing. That is the part with this motorcycle, with this effect, with this base. This is a nice statue. Not because only because the point of view is good. It's just the whole detail. This is one of my favorite statues this week. It looks really well done. I love the motorcycle, the detail in the motorcycle. And the paint job and everything, the detail and the paint job is, I think, is one of the biggest part that enhances this piece. It looks fantastic on her. Her outfit looks great. The green stands out. Her natural color scheme stands out. Hopefully, when you get the final product, you get the same quality. The motorcycle looks great. It looks like a, you know, Hawk, you know, Harley Davidson. Of course, it doesn't say Harley Davidson, but it looks fantastic. It's really, really nice. Oh, this is a very, very, very hot pose here. But you know what I mean. It looks great. You know, it's a fantastic depiction. Some people will say it's sexiest, but you know, hey, you know, a lot of this stuff is sexist in this collectibles world. You know, just the way it is. It sells. You know, products like this sell, and I think this is a really nice one for sure. Very nice job. Again, this company, Lightyear Studio, did an amazing job here with this character. Here you can see Lightyear does amazing work. We have talked about some of the stuff they produce. Particularly the female stuff they produce is really nice, but they produce a lot of stuff too. And I think this company has a lot of potential. Keep an eye on them. I think this is one of the statues that stands out for me, and perhaps my favorite that they produce here. All right, so this is Lightyear Studio. Now let's go back to Sideshow very quick. Give a little, like I was about to say something in Spanish. All right, so I want to talk about another company, still with the 1/6 scale. We're talking about Lady Death Reaper. This is from Quarantine Studio. There's two different versions. There's a premium edition and a collector's edition. The premium edition is already on the wait list, unfortunately. You know, I'm not necessarily a big fan of Lady Death. I really don't care much about those type of characters of those comics. But here you can see definitely a very on the dark side if you're really into that kind of thing. Quarantine, of course, there's a lot of those things. A lot of horror vibe comic book stuff, but the collector's edition is still on sale. This is the 350. I would say that I actually prefer the simplicity of this one over the other one. I think this one is simple. Not necessarily a big fan of all the skeletons around, you know, but you can go. I think there's no compromise, because actually the only difference it would be the base. It's the same statue in the end. And I think they did a really nice job with the depiction. The paint job is really clean. It's a, you know, polystone statue. The details, you know, Lady Death was in the box. Let's see. It's official license, of course, by Coffin Comics. It's a 1/6 scale, based on cover art by Elias Chetsoudis. So, you know, it's cool. Again, I think I like this one. The collector's edition over the premiere edition. The only difference would be it's just the base with the skeletons, and maybe it's a little taller on the base. Maybe the base, as you can see, looks a little bit like more heightened, a little higher. But I think this one is also great if you are interested with this, with Lightyear Studio, with some Quarantine Studio. My apologies. All right, so while I have you here, let me take you to First4Figures. Man, the time has fly, and definitely we still got some room to go. First4Figures released a couple of things. I'm gonna talk first about the thing that most people are not happy with, and it's in this case this one, Artorias. This is for Dark Souls. This, the Abyss Walker exclusive and the regular. This is actually a re-release of something that came out back in 2016 or something. So of course, a lot of people are super dissatisfied because, you know, it has been promoted, the things were promoted as final. You know, when you have an edition size, it's not going to be reproduced. I'm not sure if there's any differences between these two. It is the same statue. I think there's a couple of differences perhaps, but of course, a lot of people are super dissatisfied that they are re-releasing a statue that was already released. This is the second edition. So this is the exclusive edition, the Abyss Walker, of course, Dark Souls fan. You have the 21 days. You can go for the price. This is the exclusive version, 286. You get the discount, of course. But here you can see, and of course, this is a highly sold out piece that was sold out a long time ago. People are happy. Now they get a second chance to own it. There may be some differences with the original. Of course, it might be a second edition, and maybe that's it. Some people are saying that perhaps it's also some of the pieces that weren't sold or whatever. Of course, whatever you take is, I don't think that they have really said much about it. I think they talk about it a little bit, but I haven't really seen the video. There was a video where, of course, the owner of First4Figures was talking and commenting and talking about the decisions they're making recently. Some people are happy, some people are not. Some people, of course, are expressing their opinion. That will be the elephant in the room, trying to talk about exactly what is that they want. Of course, the exclusive comes with that big. I don't remember exactly what is it the exclusive has. I don't remember exactly the description. The exclusive edition, the Artorias Abyss Walker, comes with an additional uncured gray sword, truly bringing the entire piece to life. Also comes with an exclusive Artorias art print. So it comes with an art print and with a different sword, I think interchangeable sword. So I would say if you miss on the other ones, then definitely this is the time. The regular one, of course, has it doesn't have the art print and the sword is different. Or you have a different sword or interchangeable sword, whatever. So I don't know. But, to be honest with you, in the end, people will complain. They have the right to do so. If you own the original, which is highly sold out, and you really care much about collectible value, then there's a reason to be upset. And unfortunately, it seems that wasn't respected. And, maybe, hopefully there's changes that separate one from the other, and people can really tell the difference between the original and this one as a second edition. There's actually notated also in the figure and the statue at the bottom. They could say second edition or whatever, so people know the difference. The original, the first edition and second edition. That it comes also in the certificate of authenticity, so people know the difference. Because of course, then people buy something thinking that it's original, which actually it's not. It's the second time around. Just for people to know. It's kind of like doing the same thing as DC was doing back in the day. DC Collectibles and got a lot of heat from collectors because they felt disrespected that way. Now the thing I want to cover now here at First4Figures is Sonic the Hedgehog, and I want to cover Sonic the Hedgehog. They have this Sonic Mountain Chase statue. They have 3 different versions. They got the exclusive and they have a definitive edition. Let's go for the definitive edition just to have an idea what we have here. This definitive, actually start with the regular so that way we can go up. The Mountain Chase is just this one right here. You get the statue. I think it's a fantastic statue as it is. Very cool. If you go for just the regular one, I don't think you're gonna be wrong with it. I like the detail. I just recently finished watching the Knuckles TV series. Really enjoyed that series. Very fun. I don't think it's the best thing. I think still Sonic 2. Sonic 1 was better. Sonic 2 was better. I think that's the third part is fine. It was fine to have Knuckles there. So this is cool. So this is the regular version. You can get the pre-order, early pre-order gift, Bird. So you get some discount there, $280, which is great. You get like $23 discount. It's around $400. I think it's fair. This is just the regular version you'll find in some other places. Now, the exclusive edition. The difference with this one is the Sonic Mountain, they chase to paint the resin statue. The 2 LED functions for the eyes. So that will be the difference, which is cool. Here you can see that. So it's the same statue as the one we saw the regular version. The difference would be the light up features, which are not really that powerful, to be honest with you. They don't look super powerful, but you can see the light. It would be great if it were even a little more powerful. So that would be the only difference, the light up. Although it's not like the greatest light up, as I mentioned. You can then go for the definitive edition, which in my opinion looks amazing because it also comes with these drones in this chase, and it has the light up features. Of course, you're paying the price on this one. This is going to be $529, which I think the difference is $100 and some more. But you're getting very nice. This is a very nice display. I think the other one is fine. The other two are fine. But I think definitely this exclusive really looks nice. Of course, if you have the space for something so big. So people might not even go for it. It's mostly you have the space. It looks nice. The light up features with the drones adds more to the value. I prefer the light up features with this than just the exclusive. Because it's not only the light up features on the eyes of Sonic, but also on the drones with the, the red eyes and all. So that looked great. Definitely, this is an interesting thing. Again, as always, First4Figures does really, really nice work. They are on some heat, the Artorias with, that re-release. And hopefully they can address it better. And they can separate and divide between them. But besides that, definitely what they do is good. This is a great release, particularly with Sonic. And, at least some people get lucky, to get Artorias again. So, kudos to them, but not for the ones who feel, affected by it. but now feel that it's gonna lose some value. Although I will tell you, my experience in collectibles for the years is that sometimes, you know, first release is always gonna be more valuable regardless if there's more in the market. They might not peak like others, but they will still retain value because at the end of the day, they're first releases and they're number pieces. So you go by the numbers too. So we'll see. You never know what's gonna happen. So next thing, wow, it's just running out of time here. But XM Studios, let me take you, before I take a break, I'm gonna cover the last 1/6 scale thing. And before I have to come back to do the rest, I will come back. But I wanna talk about this right here. The Batman Family Diorama. This is something, it's a 1/6 scale that I'm super impressed with XM Studios. It's super expensive, and again, but this is a huge diorama with so much stuff going on there. You gotta respect that. This is available internationally. You can buy it. This Samurai collection has been amazing, and of course, they have really used it to their advantage. Of course, XM Studios has been through a lot of heat because of a lot of communication problems or release time, all of that. But I think they've been promoting this. They try to be more open. Hopefully, you know, they get the reception they're looking for. This is a great diorama. Of course, they have produced this in quarter scale pieces, each character. Now they're bringing all these characters into a smaller size, a 1/6, and bringing it all into one particular diorama. And I think it looks fantastic. You know, you can see even Batman looking like a daimyo, you know, like a big, you know, shogun. It looks really nice. You can give you an idea of the scale. This is a very nice depiction. Each character looks great. And there are interchangeable portraits as well. You can see. Very nice detail. Very well done. Red Hood right there looks really fantastic and menacing. Of course, you got Batgirl with the 2 different portraits. Nightwing. You can see another portrait with Batgirl. Nightwing with the wolf portrait. The fox portrait. And then, of course, the regular one. I like that too. You can see the 2 different portraits for Red Hood, Batgirl. I like the one with the long hair. They're both great, but the long hair looks amazing. Very nice there. You can see Batwoman. The 2 different portraits, Robin. Cool. And then the Shogun Batman. I like the Shogun sitting there in his throne. There's 2 different portraits for that one. You can see. You can change the portraits there. The back of that. Very cool. Of course, Batman standing there. Very nice, man. This is a thing where they have really done a lot concept-wise. The concept of this collection has been really great. And it's been really fantastic to see XM Studios really diving into it. The way they've been doing it. Very cool. It's not a cheap piece. Definitely, it's going to be it's on the expensive side. Some people will say it's too expensive for what they're asking for it. But keep in mind the detail, and what XM does, of course, is a lot of detail. A lot of the products that they produce comes with a lot of detail. So, are they going to sell it? Who knows? You know, but you can order. And right now there is the discounted price. I think advanced period will affect from 12 June to the 3rd July. You can get at $4,000. So you have to pay for that. After that, it's gonna go up. Which is something that I don't understand how it goes up from 1,000. It goes $400 more. So they're offering some type of discounting incentive for people to order early. So yeah, this is pretty much what we have right there. All right, my friends, I'm gonna take a break. I didn't want to go to 2 hours more or another hour, but I come back. I think I cover a lot in this. Almost, it was not exactly 2 hours. But I'm coming back. When I come back, we're going to talk about Syndicate Collectibles. When I get back, I want to cover also, and again, I want to say to everybody that is here, thank you very much for leaving the like and everything. I appreciate your support. Don't forget to leave the like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're watching this for the first time, and let me know that you're watching. Leave your comments. But when I come back, I want to cover Syndicate Collectibles, Starexva, another company called Coreplay. I never talk about him. Sideshow, of course, all the stuff that Sideshow produce. Prime One Studio, PCS, and Pure Art. So definitely we're going to cover, we are at the end of things, but definitely a lot of big stuff is coming. So give me a few minutes and I'll be right back.
You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side. Have me by your side when the sun sets. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high.
Tell them what your name is. Amplify for the speed hustle. Left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right, go.
Can I be your star tonight? You fill my soul with light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side. Have me by your side when the sun sets. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me high.
Tell them what your name is. Amplify for the speed hustle. Left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right, go.
Lately I've been looking in the mirror, cleaning up the surface so it's clearer. Hoping there's still time. Let me find a way. Oh, maybe I felt stuck in my crusade. Oh, well, you were counting on my first date. So what can I do? I don't wanna lose you. You can shut me out, but I know I can prove to you only if you dare to make the walls come down. Now I got you, know that I got you, know that I'ma be there. I'ma be there for you. I'ma be there. I'ma be there for you. I'ma be there. I'ma be there for you. I'ma be up all night like in the old days. But we
All right, guys, thank you very much. Thank you for allowing me to be here with you and being able to share the stuff that we share. So definitely, it's always a pleasure to have you, all of you. Very quick, let me do something very quick. All right, so we're here. All right, so let's get to it. Again, thank you very much for supporting this channel. Don't forget to leave a like, to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button. Let me know you're watching. Let me share your opinion with me, the things that you're watching with us today. All right, so let's go back to the pages. I want to go to Spec Fiction, and the reason I want to come to Spec Fiction again, I want to talk about a company called. Now we got into the big stuff, but there's a company that was Syndicate Collectibles, which is actually the company from Jerry Macaluso. I think he's a partner there. He was the original owner of PCS Collectibles. Of course, the owner of Soda Toys back in the day. So they have this Army of Darkness. If you're an Ash Williams fan, they have the statue in 2 different scales. They have it in a quarter scale, but they have it in a 1/10 scale. So if you don't have the space for something so big, but you're still a fan, 110, $230. That's something that was showcased at San Diego Comic-Con last year. It's finally now on pre-order. Looks really cool. Very cool detail. It's a polystone statue. Very nice display. Bloody, of course. Not super bloody, but bloody enough. Here's Ash Williams. This is a 110. Interchangeable parts. I think for the price is excellent. You got the, the weapons, that tablet, I think, or book is holding. So you have some interchangeable things. He definitely has been through battle with the, he has the chainsaw on the side. And you can see that guy in the back. So this is the 110 version. This is, they call it the Apex edition, I guess. But if you want to go big, you need the quarter scale, then also there's the option for you. And of course, the price is reflected there is $900 for the price. Very nice detail, definitely. It's the same thing, which I like about this, because sometimes companies, when they review something, they actually take away stuff. But in this case, no, you're getting the same elements, whether it's in a smaller scale or a big scale, you're still getting the same piece. And to me, that's great, because that should be always the case. You want the smaller version, or you want the big version, but you still get what you need. So definitely very cool. Finally on pre-order, Syndicate Collectibles. Definitely start cranking stuff up. There's a lot of stuff they showcased last year. Hasn't gone on pre-order yet. We'll see, but they showcased a lot of stuff that was between 110 and and 1/4, and some really amazing stuff. I don't know what they're gonna do this year as San Diego Comic-Con. We'll see. That time will tell exactly, but definitely looks really cool. So yeah, we see this one, Syndicate Collectibles. Now while I'm here, I'm gonna take you to another quarter scale product, and it's gonna be another company here. So I'm taking you to look at, let's see, we can, right there. This is the piece that I want to cover. This is Claymore Teresa. This is from Starexva. Again, they do this line, $129. I love what Starexva does. They do amazing depictions of female characters or female. I love this one. I love the base. Very cool, very simple, very simplistic, but beautiful nonetheless. Nice figure. And it has interchangeable, in this case, I think the portrait changes a bit. Or is the same portrait? It has like a little bus. You can see the bus line there. I think it can be changed, transfer. Looks very neat, very nice. Like the base again with the flowers, very nice detail. So this is another piece, a very simplistic piece, but at the same time, very well executed, very well done. So Starexva doing amazing as they always do. Now I want to talk about another company that caught my attention. This one right here. This probably going to talk about this one as well, but this one is Perfect World. This is Core Play. This is Huo Linger quarter scale statue. This is $1,000. This is a lot more expensive. But when you look at the piece, I never really seen this company before, but look at the detail that they did with this Phoenix. Very nice detail. Also, those light up features that come with it. This is a piece of art, and it's so well done, executed. The portrait of this lady is just really nicely done. It's a beautiful piece for sure. Very nice detail. Very well done, very well executed for sure. Very well done, very nice. So Core Play, this company, this is not something that I've really seen much of Core Play, but I was looking at some of the stuff they produce. They do produce a lot of stuff, and I think when you look at the stuff that they've been producing, it's a lot of beautiful statues. And I don't know, these companies are always amazing to me, what these companies are able to do. These Chinese companies produce amazing work of art, beautiful pieces of art. And it shows. Now there's another piece here. This is a regular deluxe version. This is from this is for Tiangong Zhao Wood Studio, which that's the first time I ever heard of them. Like if I click on that, they have showcased also a lot of beautiful pieces, particularly on the female side. As you can see, a lot of stuff that is, and there's a lot of stuff that is actually coming soon. A lot of the stuff is coming soon, so just keep an eye on them. They also got the Ghost Blade. There's something there. But this company with this Senju Muramasa Deluxe, $559. This is the deluxe version. This is a little more on the more sexy side. As you can see, it's like, you know, naked body. So there's something that is very common, I guess, that I seen a lot happening in Asia. There's a market for this type of thing. You know, it's a very interesting piece. I don't have a clue of who she is really, but you know, this is something that there's a market, I suppose. Tiangong Zhao Wood Studio. I mispronounced it more than likely. This is just the more hardcore version. Now, the regular version is the one that is like, you know, she's dressed. And perhaps this is the one that leaves a lot less to be desired. Still beautiful. Actually, I like this one a lot more than the one that is showing everything. I gotta be honest with you. I think with the red, looks really good. It's a lot sexier that way than just showcasing everything, in my opinion. Sometimes less, you know, people say less is more, but sometimes covering it up a little bit also is good, you know, overall. So this is good, I think. Again, from this company, Tiangong Zhao Wood Studio. I can see the stuff that is coming soon. But then you got this Ghost Blade piece, which is a half-scale bust. This is a very interesting from Ghost Blade. Beautiful depiction of this lady with the actual hair or whatever. I think it's actual hair. Very, very cool depiction. You got the half scale and then you got the life size. So there's two different versions. So yeah, this company, another company, Chinese company that is doing something, and definitely pay attention to this stuff. Definitely looking forward to see more of that Metal Slug, Fiona, and then the Capcom, Chun-Li. So there's a lot of stuff that we're going to see from this company very, very soon. So just keep an eye on them. Now moving on. Now we completely moving now from the stuff that we're seeing here. I want to take you to Sideshow. We're going to Sideshow back, and this is probably, we're not coming to Spec Fiction anymore. But here at Sideshow, I want to show you. We're gonna look at the Sideshow stuff, and I want to start first with one piece that definitely has created some. Let's see here if we can see it. Some criticism, of course. We did cover a little bit of it last time. Let me see if I can find it. Right there, X23. We didn't really talk about X23. Last time we talked about the teaser, all that. Now it's on pre-order. You get the exclusive, you get the collector's edition, the regular. I would say go for the exclusive because you get the extra unmasked portrait. $700. I think it's steep for this one. I would say, of course, there's a lot of criticism about this statue because a lot of people don't like it, don't like the portrait and the art style, the direction they went with this one. So there's criticism about it. I personally don't have an issue with it. I think it's not bad. It's not a bad piece. I still don't think that $700 should be worth the amount for this. But at the same time, when you're looking at some of the pieces that we just covered that are $1,000 for 110 or 1.7, then you realize that, yeah, you know, in a market like this, definitely this is the standard price for a PF. I think the portrait is fine. I have no issue with it. This was painted by my good friend Ed Bradley. He's a great painter, friend of this channel, friend of my podcast. He's been interviewing my podcast. Ed Bradley did a fantastic job. I think he killed it with it. You know, I think he did a fantastic job. I think that the suit stands out really well. The hair, the face looks great. And the base, you know, with all these robots that have been dispatched, I think it's not overpowering the statue. I think paint-wise looks great. I do like it with that portrait. Now, the regular portrait doesn't look bad, but I think I do like it more without the mask. Here you can see more. Very nice depiction. I would say it's not the ultimate rendition of X-23, I gotta be honest with you. But I think it's going well. As you can see what they turn on display here. With the other characters that they're doing in this line, of course, we're gonna see in this case, I forgot the name of this lady. Just had a brain fart for a moment, but you can see that they're going into more sexy. They're always something that Sideshow does. They do the mystique right there, mystique. They're going into the sexy look of some characters, and they always do this female lady lines. And I think this is the new one that they're doing. I think it looks great, and they're going into the more kind of like B characters in some way, although someone can consider A-listers. X-23 can be considered A-lister by some people, or even Mystique, but they always be more on the B side. So here you can see this is Chizuma, the painter, as always. So Chizuma did some of this paint. I thought that some of this work was done by Ed Bradley. So my apologies if that was the case. So she did the portrait. So maybe I'm mistaken. I think Ed Bradley did some work here. Or did some work. I'll figure it out at some point. So Chizuma did this one. So my apologies if I mistakenly honored this. Ed Bradley is still a good friend. He's still a great painter. But I thought he did some work here. I know he did something with Sideshow, I think, or PCS recently. But here you can see the color palette. The option there looks great. I think it's not. The more you see it, the more I like it. The more I feel that some people are. Of course, you know, there's always gonna be the people that don't like certain things. Here, look at see. Actually, Ed Bradley did paint some of the work here. So yeah, he did some. Here is Matt Black, the sculptor, Steve Lord, sculptor, Richard Long, the designer, Ed Bradley and Chizuma were the painters. So yeah, Ed Bradley did some of the work. I'm not sure if he did some of the work in the body or the portrait. I don't know, but he did some work. I know that. Not necessarily, I don't know if it was the base, but yeah, he was involved in the painting of this prototype. I think it's fantastic. Very nice job. Very excited, you know, to see, you know, people who I know actually working. I would say the exclusive is limited to 200. So that's a very small number, which is great that they're actually going back to some of the smaller numbers. For the collector's edition, which is the regular version, is going to be open. I don't know how many they're going to have, but definitely they are taming some of the expectations with the numbers now, and I think it's great. Try to maintain it as small as possible with the exclusive editions and all. At the end of the day, it's just to benefit the collector itself with the price point. You know, like the market is already so oversaturated with statues. Try to give better pricing or maintain those prices as low as possible, at least just to give the incentive to collectors to keep collecting things, you know, because, you know, you have some value, you put in value into your collection. So that's what we have there. The next thing I want to show you from Sideshow will be the next thing, and to me, perhaps my favorite thing from Sideshow this time around, which is the ultimate thing that Sideshow did. And of course, I'm skipping some things here because I don't have the time and the desire to go through everything. That would be too long. But Obi-Wan Kenobi Mythos, this is a quarter scale statue. We knew it was coming. I think this is the most beautiful, perhaps one of the best statues that Sideshow has released this year so far. One of the highly anticipated. It's a really nice job, $725. It looks amazing. It looks really amazing. Of course, with the two portraits, with the classic actor, you know, the original actor of Obi-Wan, looks amazing. And of course, the newer one. And it has a light up saber. Amazing touch. So the two different eras of, in this case, of of course, with Obi-Wan is here represented with these two actors. Amazing job. In my opinion, this is superior to the original Midas that we had before, which was a 1/5 scale. But this is definitely, of course, kills the value for the one for some people. And some people still love it, but I think now as a quarter scale, it's more in line with what Sideshow's been doing for years. And definitely this Midas lines, which technically it's not necessarily that I've always been promoted as a 1/5, but it's a line where they're able to create their own concepts, ideas, and really come up with something different and new. And that's what they're doing here. And I will tell you, this is a very nice statue overall. It does have all the stuff, you know, you have different weapons. You have the Tusken rifle, Anakin Skywalker lightsaber, the Tusken Gaffif stick, the Bantha fur hide, the Clone War armor, the Queen John Jean lightsaber, the moisture evaporator, the Jedi training remote. So it has so many details. Very nice. It's such a nice piece. It's one of the best sculpts that they have done, in my opinion, in recent memory. It just looks amazing. The detail is amazing. Here you can see how they position it. It looks fantastic. The perfect size for quarter scale collectors. You know, a lot of people are really excited for this one. They did a really nice job. The people, Matt Black, again, another great sculpt, a lot of killer sculpt. Nancy, I don't really know who Nancy is, but she's a sculptor. Alfred Paredes, Richard Long, designer. Joe Allard, designer. You got Bernardo Esquivel, again, a fantastic, one of the greatest painters of all time, in my opinion. Tim Hansen is custom fabricator, the Sideshow design and development team. So yeah, they did a fantastic job. This is, in my opinion, one of the best statues that they have produced. It looks amazing, fantastic. I'm blown away by what Sideshow did on this one. Kudos to them for doing another amazing work. Now, there's another piece that they released, and I will tell you this, it's not necessarily my cup of tea, because I'm not into like demonic things, or like when I mean demonic, like certain demons and stuff, or monster stuff. It's not my thing, but I'll talk about it because, you know, it's another PF, and this is the Succubus Sideshow Collectibles PF, and this is, of course, some people like this kind of thing. The work that's been done here, of course, we cannot discredit the artists and what they have done. That it's not my thing, but man, I will tell you, this a very nice sculpt. This female figure. This here you can see Kat Sapine. That's always one of the best painters in the world, in my opinion. Kat does amazing work. This one, she really killed it. Because, to be honest with you, the pattern is just black, gray, and red. But she did a fantastic job with, you can see a lot. Even that resin, I think it can be translucent. Give a little more of that red vibe. Very nice job. Very well done. Kat did a really nice job. She's fantastic for sure. Definitely, it's something that I would not buy for myself ever. But you know, some people may like this type of art, and definitely there's people out there that love this type of art, and they really praise this type of the products and stuff. But I know one of them, you know, but I respect the collector for what they do. So it's a nice piece. There's no separate one. It's just one. It's a really their own concept. $645. Definitely some people love this kind of thing. The people who are involved here, of course, you got Steve Lord, the sculptor, Steve Schumacher, the sculptor, Alfred Paredes, another sculptor, Ian McDonald, designer, Rachel Rubisek, designer, Kat Sapine is the painter, the Sideshow design and development team involved in the whole process. So yeah, another thing, another piece that definitely is having some good reception from the people, from the collectors. Now let me take you to Prime One Studio. Let's go to Prime One. And again, I want to say thank you to everybody that is watching right now. Thank you very much. First, I want to talk, there's some really nice releases that happened this last few weeks. I'm going to talk about, starting with the most recent, or the latest, or not the latest, but the one that came probably far down the line. So we're going to this one for Roy Mustang and Risa Hawkeye. This is a 1/6 scale. Full Metal Alchemist diorama. This is definitely up there in price. This is the deluxe bonus version. You got regular version, but it's $1,400 for this one. This is one of the, I think, highlights at the most recent event. The presentation that they have, but it looks really nice. Very nice detail. Definitely representing the art. Full Metal Alchemist. Interchangeable portraits, as you can see with the deluxe version. You get interchangeable portraits, interchangeable weapon. You can see that rifle right there. You also get the different hands. So definitely you go for the deluxe version so you can have all the different parts. At this price point, you go for that. You got swappable face parts. Hands. I like that she has the deluxe version comes with that. You know, the regular comes with the rifle. The deluxe version comes with the handgun. Very nice, very big. It's big on detail. Beautiful depiction. There's 121 pictures here. I might not just go through all of them, but it's so many different angles that can really show you how beautiful this piece is. I like the little dog right there, the puppy. Very cool. But man, this is a really nice depiction. Price, of course, is up there with the prices that they have. But if you are a fan, of course, Full Metal Alchemist, this is another addition to this collection. I think this has been a really nice collection overall and continues to grow and be inspiring. This is another thing that I would say Prime One excels. It's on producing this type of statues. There's 120 some. We're not going to look at all the pictures for time's sake. But definitely, this is a very nice piece overall. Now, and this is a 1/6. But the next one here would be on the quarter scale is Cammy, of course, from Street Fighter. Another great piece of the presentation. She looks fantastic. This is the ultimate version. I like what they have here. Price point here, of course, is $1,300. And the base, of course, it has the symbol of the Street Fighter 6. And, of course, all of that in the background. It's kind of like a cool addition. You can see that. This is the Ultima's bonus version. This is the bonus you get there. This, you know, this little symbol thing. And you get the interchangeable bus. So you can change the position of it. Kind of cool. And the way they do it is like you can change it here. And I think you can move around the base. I think that's how you do it. Now, the strokes on the back of the paint that are removable, which is great. I'm crazy about those. You know, the art, the thing I think comes in the videos, on the trailers. Not necessarily it's part of the art concept. Not necessarily a fan, but it's kind of cool that they have it there. You can have it change the display a little bit. She looked great for sure. Here you can see. So you can actually move around. Here you can see you move around the base, so you can have the presentation in the back and the one on the front. That is a very clever way to do it. So you can have it two different ways, and you can have, of course, the design in the back in two different ways. So yeah, you can have the 2-in-1 different portraits, ultimate versions with that. And of course, the ultimate version, you also got this addition. Comes with the ultimate and the LED illumination, which is great. The regular is this. The ultimate is that one. I think the ultimate looks great. I think both look great. The ultimate comes with the little bus stand, and the ultimate also comes with that little accessory in the back. Here you can see the LED light, the LED illumination on the base. Really nice. Very nice on this. Definitely, they did a really nice job with this one. Here. Again, this is removable. This is movable. You don't have to have it on display if you don't want to. But you could. Little cat right there. Very nice. They did a really nice job with this one. Paint job is excellent. Very cool. Again, they really have done a really fantastic job with this piece. Looks really neat. Another killer, in my opinion, from Prime One Studio. Nothing to complain about. It's definitely an excellent representation of Cammy. Very nicely done. All right, so the next thing I want to cover, of course, we need to talk about John Wick and Kane. Let's start with John Wick. John Wick, $999, a quarter scale piece. Of course, this is collaboration with Blissway. The bonus version comes with swappable parts. You get a nunchuck and a hand for the display. Very cool. I would say nice addition. I would say that this is definitely, when you compare this with the recent J&D, it's hard to really compare which one is best. I think I like the Prime One Studio more because of the accessories. Because, I don't know, there's something about this one, even with the display in the back, that really adds more detail. I do like it here. Respect to J&D for what they do. But I think that Prime One did a better job, and I think definitely this should be the ultimate version. Blissway has been doing an amazing work with the sculpts, and definitely the detail there. It looks more like you're looking at Keanu Reeves for sure. And with the sword, you got the deluxe version. You have the swappable parts with the hands, the weapons. You know, it's a very nicely done piece overall. It's just well done. You got LED illumination in the back. This is, in my opinion, the best version of John Wick we have seen so far. As a statue, looks amazing. Really nicely done. Very nice face sculpt. The detail in the weapons and the katana. And Kane coming soon here, right next to Kane, which we're gonna look at in just a moment. They both side by side look amazing. And you can put it in a different way. So it's just amazing detail overall. So like, while we have this, let me take you to Kane. Kane, of course, $949 for this one. He looks amazing. The actor looks amazing on this one. You got the swappable parts. You have a phone, if I'm not mistaken, or something. Or it's a controller. I forgot, it's something in the movie I had to remember. You got the bonus version right there. I like how they stand him there with that. Very cool. And the, you know, his sword as well. Super well done. Very nice. Very nicely done. They both great companion pieces. I think they both work together so well. Very sexy looking pieces for sure. Very manly and sexy at the same time, which is great. So yeah, that is a nice depiction. Definitely on the base. Looks like the side of a Glock. And they put the name on it. Definitely is a Glock. Good. It's such an amazing looking display for sure. Very well done. Probably wants to kill it with this one and Blissway, both in this collaboration that continues to give us amazing looking representations. They definitely did a really nice job. So kudos to them for doing an amazing work. Prime One Studio, again, killing it. Taking no prisoners when it comes about doing the stuff that they do. So thank you for what you did there. All right, my friends, let's move on to the next thing. Now we're moving on. I want to take you to PCS Collectibles. Let's go to PCS because, of course, PCS also killing it. And this week, they've been killing it with so much stuff that they released, man. So much stuff they released this week. And I want to start first. Newest items. I don't see it here, but we're going to go. I think this is because we got to go to Sideshow. So we'll go in a moment. But first, before we get into that Sideshow, I want to take you about the first thing that I want to cover here. While I have you here, I want to show you this bus before we get into this. This is the, well, another bus. Let's start first with the first thing that they showcase. I don't see it here. Maybe if I enter, maybe they only have it available at Sideshow. Now we'll see. They don't have it there. Oh yeah, right there they do have it. So I want to show you. You can go to Sideshow. You can go any place else. They got the Venom 2-player and 1-player. To be honest, this is actually vice versa. This is player 1 because Venom wasn't not in the game, and the Marvel Capcom one, it was not in black. He was more in this bluish. So I think this is the best one. But they're both the same price, $180. Let me show you here. Look at Venom. This is the option. The price, I think, is again, this is they did a killer job with this Venom, in my opinion. It looks good. Both look great. Look at this one. This is a removable part. This creature, this alien creature that is on the behind him. They went with a nice pose from the video game. And of course, right now with Marvel vs. Capcom, as I mentioned, is being so popular. They did a really nice job with it. Very good. I like the green saliva. I like that. The Spider-Man that looks great. I think Venom looks impressive, towering Spider-Man. They went with a very nice choice. And of course, this is the blue version, the player 2, which in my opinion should be the one. If I'm gonna get, I definitely is gonna get that one because that's the one that resembles the video game the most, the color. So this is more like based on the comic book. Player 2 is definitely based on the video game, which at the end of the day, this is what I want to represent is the Marvel vs. Capcom video game. So here you have player 2. Very cool. Very cool. Very nice piece. Definitely the color blue pops up more in my opinion. Definitely more closer to the video game because that's actually player 1 in the video game. Very great. They did a really nice job with this one. Detail wise, is not a complicated piece. I think price wise is really excellent. Another 110 piece that looks amazing. All right, so coming again now with PCS, some of the other things that they released. I want to show you the newest things. On the 1/3 scale size, they got this Darth Maul Platinum exclusive. which is 17, almost $1,800 for this one. Of course, you get the special things, loyalties, all of that. You can go for the regular one or the deluxe version. They have there, but this is the deluxe version. Of course, this is platinum exclusive. This is the one I think you can also buy it at Sideshow. But here, of course, if you buy from them, you get always you get something extra from Premium Collectibles. I think it's a fantastic in 1/3. To be honest, is there a market for 1/3 scale statues from the Star Wars? Not necessarily so. I don't think so. There's not a big market because I don't think there's 1/3 scale. But I think maybe what they're trying to do is start this line and start going in that direction. Would that be a market for it? I think so. There's always Star Wars fans out there. But of course, it's been mostly like quarter scale collectors are a vast majority of them. People already building collections. So technically going in 1/3 route is starting a new collection. Would they be able to do it? Only time can tell. Now you can get, of course, you order directly from Premium PCS. You get the black gloves, you get the ruby ticket and platinum coin, you get the Darth Maul certificate authenticity. You get so many things. I like the interchangeable parts. I think they're fantastic. Very well done. This character that was not much on the screen, but man, has changed and impacted so much. And his impact has been felt in the in the world of Star Wars, in so many different ways. The Lido feature looks amazing. I think that both poses that they chose are amazing. They really definitely did a fantastic job with this Darth Maul. Very nice base. Very nicely detailed. Very nicely detailed. All fully sculpted. And that Lido feature looks really terrific. That portrait looks great. The musculature, the natural pose, everything looks very natural. They really did a fantastic job. The sculptor here did a fantastic job in this portrayal. And look at that base or that scene, which is classic. Very nice base, very nice touch there. And of course, they have light up in that base, which is a nice touch. Really looks nice with the light up. And then you, of course, you have the little stands for the different, bus, so you can do interchangeable parts, which I think is a really nice premium touch. So yeah, that is a very nice one right there. Kudos to them. Good luck with this, starting this line, because definitely PCS has been holding a lot of things. Now, Maximum Carnage. This is a fine art bus. This is super expensive. This is the real bronze edition. Of course, we already talked about the one they have, the regular version that we had before. We saw that. It was $1,500. We talk about it. Very nice buzz with so many things, but now they got a bronze edition. So if you want something that is fully bronze, which I don't know who would go for something like this, but definitely a person that has a lot of money to spend and wants something like that. I was never really crazy about this bus in many ways because I found it too busy. But some people would consider that with the bronze, definitely it gives a little more. You can see some of that detail in some ways, sometimes better than the one that was painted. So actually, I would say the bronze looks better, but still, and it's fully bronze, so you get you got $15,000 to spare. You go for this one, but this is for the ultra rich that love Venom, who love Carnage, and they want something like that. But there's a lot of things there, a lot of detail. I like that they went for the green bronze on the mini, so you can see a separation between the head and the image. And definitely this is from Ultimate, Carnage. So yeah, if you have $15,000 to spare, by all means, I'm stopping you to do what you need to do. You have the money, by all means, just spend it. But that is a very expensive proposition. So yeah, definitely something that I wanted to point out for those who are interested. Okay, now, if you're more into the you don't have $50,000 to spare. This is what sometimes some other companies actually appreciate. Companies that actually consider, the price point of things. And I want to talk about Twitterhead. Twitterhead, this time that I was away, I didn't get the chance. It's already sold out, but you never know. You always keep an eye on it. You might be able to get it and order it. The Batman bus. This is, of course, by my good friend, was sculpted by my good friend, Guillermo Barbiero. Looking at the information here on the details, this line has been growing and it's been growing great. Here you can see Guillermo Barbiero is the designer and sculptor. Liz McGee is a painter. Mike Fulmer is also a painter. I'll tell you, Guillermo did a fantastic job. They all did a fantastic job, but Guillermo did a fantastic job. I'm waiting on my Batman statue the 1/6 scale from this collection. It's coming sometime this year, so I'm looking forward to that one. Ordered directly through their head, but this one looks really cool. It's definitely very nice sculpt. And as a 1/3 scale buzz, I think these lines are really growing. We got Superman, we talk about Doomsday. They all look fantastic, but Batman looks amazing. And definitely this is Guillermo's signature style. You know, the way he depicts characters. Really great. The musculature that he defines, you know, he definitely goes for the muscular characters. It was limited through 50, sold right away. People love it. Of course, he was promoted. The Batman Statue Collector had it in his channel, all that. The prototype, I think they're gonna look fantastic both together. It doesn't break the bank. It was not super expensive, but they look amazing together, side by side. Yeah, side by side, they look terrific. And, you know, some people would prefer the full statues, but to be honest with you, like Buzz also have a market. There's people who are also interested on Buzz, and I think this is a really nice way to depict them. They, you know, they look great. They don't occupy as much space. They're not super big, but they represent their characters very nicely. So yeah, this is 350, gonna ship in the first quarter of 2025. Looks amazing. Congratulations to Twitterhead for doing amazing stuff. Hopefully now with the San Diego Comic-Con, we're gonna get the chance to see more stuff from Twitterhead. What releases they're gonna have, we'll see what's next in the lines that they have already. So we'll find out when the time comes. And finally, let me take you. I could take you to Sideshow, but I'm gonna let me take you to Pure Arts. This company from Canada, Pure Arts, does amazing work for sure. They released this week. They always release some stuff. You know, you can the Assassin's Creed Shadow now Hidden Blade. That's the replica stuff that they produce. They released this stuff just recently. Let me show you some of the stuff that they have. Recently they got the Lord of the Rings, The Crown of Gondor. $749 for this one. I do like the detail on this one. Unfortunately, with these pictures, it's hard to see because they always have the super huge pictures. But you also got the Shadow of Now, Hidden Blade, and the Assassin's Creed. So those are the three things that I can kind of cover. You can order directly from Pure Arts, but we can go to Sideshow. Let me go to Sideshow very quick. And I'll find it right here. I'm just getting here. Actually, they don't have it here. They don't have this other two pieces. So they don't have the Lord of the Rings, The Crown of Gondor, which is a shame. But here you can see all the pictures of this one. Very nice crown. I do like the... Oh, actually, I can present it like this. So you look at the city. I love the detail there. It's a nice paint job. It seems like he has like a Lido feature. I'm not so sure. But I do like the stand. I think the stand makes it really nice. It got some nice detail. Very nice detail there. Definitely for Lord of the Rings fans, this is something that is really beautiful to look at. I think they did a really nice job with it. Here you can see the more pictures of that base. And that crown looks amazing. So definitely this is a very beautiful piece overall. And yes, he does have a Lido LEDs there at the bottom, which really enhance the view. I can see that now, the Lido features there. LED lit with white city of Minas Tirith. And then, of course, they also have this Shadow Nail Hidden Blade. This is from Assassin's Creed as well. Trying to... Very nice. This is Shadows. $89. This is a cheap thing. This is not super expensive. So you know, this is the thing about Pure Arts. They also have like affordable things to go along. So you can go for something that is more like not PVC, but more, you know, PVC. You know, not resin, but PVC stuff or something like that. So they definitely understand that the market also people are. Not everyone can afford $700, $800 for a piece. So you can have a blade And definitely that's a nice replica. It's only, again, only $89. It's a full-size replica, perfect price. Very highly detailed. It's a game accurate replica. It's PVC ABS. So yeah, you can go for that. Now the piece that I will just go, and they have a 10% discount right now, of course, is the Shadow Jaska helmet. Of course, this is the right now the price is $674 here if you order from them. Very nice. Very nice detail. Very nice pictures. Of course, it's hard to extend them here. But you can go here and get the helmet. Or you can go here. I'm going to show you the pictures here as they show in Sideshow, because they have it there. Here you can see the stuff there. Very nice detail, life size. Definitely you're a fan of samurai stuff. You're a fan of Japanese lore. You're a fan of Assassin's Creed. Definitely this is a nice addition. Very nice detail. Something that Pure Arts has been doing a lot of this life-size replicas of things. There's always a market for it. They've been doing great with that. So definitely Pure Arts is kind of killing it on that one. I would recommend, definitely, if you are interested on this one, just order directly through Pure Arts so you can get a discount. And these pictures are actually nice too. They're actually better pictures. Very nice detail there. It's the same, of course. You can order from other vendors. There's nothing extra special. The only difference, of course, is that you buy them directly, and also you get a discount if you pre-order early. So it's good. You know, definitely this company is definitely doing stuff. There's video. The edition is gonna be $2,000 on this one. All right, my friends, this is it. This is it. Definitely, it was a long night, but the best part of it is I was able to finish it all. To talk about everything. I mean, I'm sweating because it's hot. You know, it's like, even though I have the AC on, I still feel hot. You know, it's just, I think, is the humidity is being high. They have a heat wave in the United States. From a heat wave around the world. It's just amazing. But I want to say to all of you, definitely this was a really nice night. We're able to cover everything. Thank God. But I want to say to all of you, thank you very much. Just coming to the conclusion of the video. Again, I appreciate your support. Sorry that I don't get to do a lot of videos as I used to do. I want to, but it doesn't mean that I can't. Just because you want to do something doesn't mean that you have the power. You know, you wanting to do, and that's two different things. My schedule doesn't allow me to do it, but I still enjoy when I can get to do these videos, and I cover a lot of stuff that I know some people would prefer to have small videos. But at least that allows me to talk about the things that I care about. Definitely excited for the things that we've seen. I think there's a lot of stuff for collectors. They're all sword. The Marvel vs. Capcom was the biggest surprise for me this time around. Of course, a Real American Hero collection is nice to see. This collection's coming. And all this company is producing figures and statues and figurines and life-size props and replicas. All of that. Companies are just doing amazing. So we'll see. The time is coming soon. Of course, this summer, San Diego Comic Con is around the corner. It's going to release a lot of stuff. Some still companies are already pre-releasing stuff. So we'll see what happens, and we'll cover those things in the next videos. We'll try to cover as much as we can. So my friends, I want to say God bless you. Take care. Thanks for everyone that was here and stopped by to say hello. Thank you for everyone who's watching now. If you watch in the future, thank you very much. I appreciate that you spend the time with me. It's always appreciated, you know, that you come to me. Let me just write this down very quick. So yeah, I just posted something there. I would say thank you for coming. Thanks everyone for coming. Really means a lot that you dedicate time to be with me. Have a great week. Start of the week, of course. We're gonna be here. There's a couple of videos that I gotta work on. A couple of things that I want to do this week. Hopefully I get the chance, depending on my schedule and all that. But my friends, I want to say God bless you. Take care. Have a good night and have a great week. And I'll talk to you again.